And welcome in, everybody. So, yes, very handsome pilot. Thank you. This is the decks that I'm going to be playing today. You can't really see it. It's for Alligator. So the one in the bottom left is for Alligator. I also have Lillie, Froakie, Kyogre, Frostmoth, Weavile, Reuniclus, Vanilluxe, Azelf, PALAFIN, and Sneasel. So just pick one. I already know you're going to pick PALAFIN, so we'll start there. But that's what we're playing today is just Greninja with all the things. Mega Greninja. I guess I should change my message to sure it can do a lot of damage. But yeah, this is all it is. What I found in my testing is I was quite successful. First off, pretty good. Yeah, I all know everyone's picking PALAFIN. I don't even need to ask. Is Mortal Shuriken should have been 7. If you want to make a deck around this, it should have been 7, but 6 just isn't quite enough. But let's change the Oh yeah, by the way, for those of you who are wondering, still in the positive, still 300 more wins than losses. And if I didn't lose games to glitches, I'd be at about 5,000 losses and 7,500 victories. So keep that in mind as I design this round to remind myself. All right, so should be at the bottom, right? We wait in the shadows and strike under a full moon. What the hell? Wait, oh god, so it's not in chronological order. Chaos is rising through the ranks. It's me. Hi, I'm Chaos. Okay, never mind. Screw the Mega Greninja. This one's better. Screw the Mega Greninja one. That one's so much worse. All right, so maybe, thank you, Shinery. Maybe I'll get a YouTube video out of this one. I don't know. I haven't really decided. I'll let the heart of the cards decide. And Lana, I don't know if you were here during the last stream, but yeah, thank you, Neon Wolf. But we've dropped. You are no longer part of the 4.5%, or you're no longer part of the 5%. You're part of the 4.5% now. Oh man. Yeah, so I've actually dropped. My female audience has dropped like my pants when I see Chaos. All right, so am I going first? They're going first. That's less good. But I mean, I guess I can give him a Finizen. Yeah. Oh, it's Slowking. Okay, so I think I probably lose. Yeah. it's a mystery. Even the world's greatest scientist couldn't tell. All right, so I've probably lost this one already, right? I don't think there's any way I can win this game. Wait, did they just get... Oh. Interesting. Okay, so they only telepathic for Latinas. But the problem is that they can just win the game next turn because I don't have Shaman. It'd be a real shaman if they just completely wiped my entire butt here. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. I just have to go Poké Pad for... Yeah, let's go get Finizen. They can't knock out well, actually they can. They can knock out Finizen, Froakie, Finizen. So I guess in this situation, I just go Lilies and then I go for another Froakie or something. Yep. Yep, that's what we're doing. So my balls are in their court right now. But, some of these lists have Shaman. Some of these lists have Psyduck. Some of them have all three with Patrat, Psyduck, and Shaman. I don't think this is one with Shaman because I wanted to, I guess, go first. Oh, thank you. Wait, what? All right, let's get rid of that, and I guess Energy Retrieval, I guess? Because this way I can get the Dunsparce, Baby Dolphin, and then I can maybe make something happen. Or maybe I should get rid of Surfing Beach. I know this is going to be like a Stadium War type of game. But they need Slowking, Academy at Night, Kyurem, and they got nothing. All right, great. So I think I probably just win. And there's Hilda. So wait, do I got it like that? Hang on. Trust your pilot has to do math, and that hurts. Okay. Trust your pilot has to do math. It'll be fine. Everyone, calm your cheeks down. Get your cheeks calm down, okay? If your cheeks aren't calm, I'm turning this bus around. All right, so let's go PALAFIN. And I guess I Poké Pad for another Dunsparce. And then we just we go Surfing Beach into Froakie. This is the thing, is that I don't have an air balloon. That's the problem. And I can't use the Dunsparce before PALAFIN, because if I use the Dunsparce and I draw into both of my PALAFIN EXs, then I can't use PALAFIN's 0 to hero ability to get the PALAFIN. All right, well, that's interesting. So let's go runaway draw. And that's fantastic. Okay, so that's really bad. I guess I play with my balls and I go for Frogadier. I guess I just go for Frogadier and summoning Jutsu. All right, so that's fine. And then summoning Jutsu. And then just, I guess, Mega Greninja. Dunsparce? I don't know. Mewtwo Melon. You know I don't play fun games. You know I don't have friends. You know I don't play fun games. You know I don't have friends. And Neon Wolf. Oh no, the pants down wasn't just for the women. That was for everybody. That was a gift to everybody. And Alex, I asked about Mega Star Army, but then I just played Hammerpult and I got first out of 68 people. So it's like, just play Dragapult. You know, the world is a fickle mistress. Just do the thing. All right, so I think I've won, right? I just go more. I can win this game. Yeah, I mean, the math is horrible in this matchup, right? The math in this matchup is horrible. So let's go. Yeah, Rare Candy into you. I don't quite have it like that, but what I can do is I can Academy at Night the EX, so they're actually helping me. Though I'm just going to shuffle the deck, so it doesn't, or I'm not going to shuffle the deck, so it doesn't really matter. But let's go Ninja Spinner. Yes, I want the Neo up. Actually, I guess I want the water, but in case they have, you know, everything, in case they got my nuts in their hands, in case they got the nuts. Well, yeah, For the Wind's hands are usually a little busy when he's over, so I can't. But this is just an unfortunate game one for them. They also have to get another Slowpoke, but I think they prize 2 Slowpoke. Kind of seems like it. Oh, never mind. I thought Slowking had 130 hit points. No, we're good. We're good. Game's over. GG's. Oh, are they going to do it? Please, yes, be cool. Be cool, bro. Be cool. This is my favorite thing with a Slowking deck. Oh, they didn't get it. Boo, PDCGL. Boo. All right, well, I just win the game now. That's unfortunate. But we start off with a win. That's all that matters. Winning is all that matters. They should promote the Latinas, but I mean, they don't realize what I'm about to do to them. I'm going to go full greed. We're going full greed. We're going into the other Greninja, even though I'm in no rush to do that, but we're doing it anyway. So I did win a decent amount of games. You can kind of tell by my ranking that the games I won off stream, I won on like a 5-game winning streak with this deck. I was off by 1. But so today's video was the last one that I'm doing before Pitch Black. So like obviously I'll upload the Ninetales gameplay video tomorrow. I'll probably get a couple more gameplay videos before Pitch Black. But in terms of like non-gameplay videos, today was the last one. And then it's Pitch Black Top 10, Pitch Black Set List, which we don't know the Pitch Black Set List, but we do know the Pitch Black Set List. Like the set list that I showed you, I think in the video 2 months ago, that is the set list. The only thing that's different is the names of some of the cards in English. I hate this thing, by the way. This is probably the most hype card that has done next to nothing. Like when Unfair Stamp leaves, then yes, we'll see more special red card play. But everyone's just playing Unfair Stamp. So why would I waste a slot in my deck for something crappy that only works in the back half of the game when I can just Unfair Stamp them after they knock out a Badoo? And no, that's what I mean is, you know, I hyped it up based on Japanese results, because if you looked at the Japanese results, it was literally the most played card from Chaos Rising and it was like 10x the next card. Like, I was just going based off of Japanese results, which is the only barometer I can go off of. And a barometer is how you measure how good a bar is and if they pour your drinks well. The moral of the story is you win with Polter, you lose. That's what... Oh! But I can already tell you that they're going to suck my butt. Also, I can't play the game. I can't even play the game, and they're playing Mega Starmie, so... I had a great hand before the mulligan, but then the hand afterwards, not as good. So I can Colress Tenacity. Oh, wow, that's bad. Yeah, we're just gonna get stomped here. That's fine. I don't mind getting my cheeks clapped. You know, it's good to have your cheeks clapped every once in a while just to make sure you still got them. And Neon, hey, it's part of daily hygiene. So for the other 2 streams this week, oh, they got, wait, Salvatore. Oh, okay, I thought they were gonna evolve into Frogadier or something. Yeah, apparently Shiny Ray, a good player can play a bad hand well. Clearly. Because I'm the best PDC GL player in history. But yeah, so top 10, and then the set list, which we already know, and then I'll do like my usual set review. And then right after it should be Pitch Black pre-release guide, because that's 13 days before the set, or 12 days before the set comes out on live. And then it'll be new decks, road decks, old decks, free decks, all that stuff. Though the free decks video for Chaos Rising got kind of an abysmally low amount of views comparatively. So maybe I don't do my free decks video and I just turn it into a short. You know, it just depends how much time I have left and, you know, what For the Win's hands are doing at the time. So if I turn the free decks video into a short, it's because the last one didn't do very well. Really wish this Colress was literally anything else. And Shiny Ray, you are 100% correct. Yes, the expanded video doing terribly in terms of views and also a high ratio of dislikes. And Neon, I'll only watch if you open the packs with your feet. That is the only way I will allow it. And also, I can't burn this hand down low enough to do anything. But the original gameplay video in January of this year has done quite well. It's a sign you should make more expanded. No. That's not how this works. All right, so let's go Surfing Beach. There we go. Really don't want to do this, but I don't have a choice. And then I have to go for the Fez. Oh, no, I guess I have to go for the Meowth. I was like, I could go for the Fez, but that's really bad. And then I have to put Surfing. I'm going to lose like all of my Surfing Beach, which is a huge problem. Okay, so... let's go attach to you and then trading places. You've already done your job, Meowth. You've died for our cause. And there was no way I could thin my hand down low enough. Like, I could have kept the Meowth a secret, right? I could have... well, no, I couldn't have. There was nothing I could have done. I was screwed either way. Somebody was getting knocked out. I'd rather lose the Meowth than the Dunsparce. Because I can at least stop the Mega Frostlass from taking back shots all day. The Mega Starmie, you know, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, wow. So they have everything. And well, I don't know. It seems like you're a little bit reluctant about that. I made the terms very clear, Neon Wolf. Feet opening those packs are nothing. And you'll be surprised to learn, because I have watched a lot of people open Pokemon card packs with their feet. It is surprisingly difficult. You got to put the ripping part of the pack between your big toe and your index toe and just pull as hard as you can. That's what you got to do. All right, so let's get this guy here. And then Lily's Determination. And Sonny, you sound like my ex-wife. Wait, what? Okay, so I have to go and get... oh, crap. I guess I get the Dunsparce and hope? Or... No, I have double PALAFIN in my hand. That could not have gone worse. That literally could not have gone worse. That's actually quite impressive. I'm actually quite impressed by how terribly that Lillie's went. Oh, wow, this is... I just lost the game. Thanks, PDCGL. Thanks, PDCGL. Thank you. It just drew... Didn't I just have 11 cards in my hand and none of them were playable? So fun. So interesting. Such a great start for us. All right, so clearly, remember, in my testing, this deck worked perfectly. In my testing, I won 3 or 4 games in a row. Everything worked. I got, PALAFIN turn 2, 3 games in a row. So naturally, yeah. Naturally, I get on stream. I struggle to get it up in front of other people. All right, so let's go first. We're going to start a Finizen, and we're going to have a supporter. Those are the rules, right? And Triceratops, that's what... Oh, my God. Okay, well, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so Triceratops, that's why Kofu's in the list. Kofu is just better than Perrin. Oh, God, what? I have faced, I think, 4 spread decks today. This is... Yeah, I think every deck I've faced today is a spread deck, and I don't have Shaman in this one specific list. This game is great. This game is just... It knows exactly what it's doing, right? All right, so let's play with my balls. I'll get rid of double those things. Let's go get Finizen. And then I will Energy Retrieval for double energy. 1, 2. And then attach. I feel like this went incorrectly. I feel like I always forget. Because with Finizen, you have to get the baby PALAFIN. It has to be in the active. Then you have to switch it to the bench. So I'm going to need Air Balloon and Surfing Beach in order to get a PALAFIN EX next turn. Meanwhile, they're going to have everything. Because all they need to do is just have a backup Pokemon. Like, obviously, I would struggle to even knock out the stupid Smoliv, but if I did get a Mega Greninja next turn, I could have just knocked out the Smoliv basically for game. But this is their first turn. I can knock out the Smoliv and prevent them from clapping my cheeks on the bench. It just would require a lot of things, and I'd have to take a chancey, and I can't just evolve the Froakie into Frogadier. So I have two paths here. That changes things a little slightly, I think. Okay, so wait. Believe in the heart of the cards? Did somebody say believe in the heart? I think I heard someone in the chat say believe in the heart of the cards, Pilot. We believe in you. I would have had the Greninja. I would have had the Greninja. I would have had the freaking Greninja. I would have had the freaking Greninja. Are you kidding me? Okay, but no, because I wouldn't have played the Frogadier. And that would have messed me up. Okay, so I choose to believe that. God, I hate this game. I hate this game so much. This is the worst game ever made. All right, so we go into Runaway Draw. There's Surfing Beach. Okay. And then everything worked except for the things that didn't. All right, then I Surfing Beach into the Frogadier. This is why I put the energy on the Frogadier, was so I could, hard retreat it. This is a lot of work to one-shot a Smoliv when Mega Greninja's ability would do the exact same thing. But it's fine. We don't talk about stuff like that, okay? I'm just going to win this game. What are they going to do? Have a counter stadium? When have you ever seen a grass deck with a counter stadium? Okay, we're golden. They can't knock out my PALAFIN. The only way they can knock out my PALAFIN this turn is if they have Baby Meganium and then Mega Meganium, and then they can energy switch from the Ogerpon to the Mega Meganium, and we are totally fine. Everything will be great. Everything will be fine. Yeah, grass decks, they don't play stadiums. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows grass decks never play stadiums. And YouTube audience, if you're wondering about those 2 losses, Game 1, Daunt. Game 2, 11 cards in hand, nothing playable, Daunt. So that is not quite indicative of what this deck can do, is those 2 losses, because in my testing, I did some nice things. Ooh, it's always darkness before the dawn. How come that's not a catchphrase? We got freaking, there's chaos rising in my pants. It's me, I am chaos. But we don't have it's always darkest before the dawn. That just seems like so obvious. Like we got Mega Greninja, sure it can't crap. Mega Greninja, sure a crap deal a lot of damage. Like we got this one. Uh-oh, get ready for a jump scare. Boom. But yeah, Mega Greninja sure can do a lot of damage, but we don't have it's always darkest before the dawn, which I guess would be a preview message instead of a winning message. But I mean, you know that this was developed by me because look at the, oh crap, they stamped me. Look at the attention to detail on those toes. I don't think we appreciate enough how much attention to detail they put on those toes. Like they couldn't bother putting torsos on the avatars, but look at those grippers, man. Those could open like any sealed pack. Those could open a pack that's got super glue on them. They're so strong. So yeah, that's probably where the rumor that I developed this game came from, is that, you know, them toes are the highest quality animations in the entire game. Also, my opponent's doing a lot of things over there. And never gonna let me down. See, apparently I should show those images more because you just gave me money. There you go. I just used an image in the game, and there we go. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to do math, which is troubling. Also, do I not have anything? I should have a Surfing Beach. The problem here is that I might not have it like that. I need Surfing Beach or Air Balloon, and I'm fine. I got neither of those things, but I did get the Dunsparce. So let's go Poké Pad for the other Dunsparce. Let's just draw 6 more cards. Still somehow get nothing. I mean, worst case scenario, I can always attach to PALAFIN and then just hard retreat and hope they don't have a gust. But that's, oh, never mind. That's still bad. Okay, so I could get another Mega Greninja. I can, oh, this is just so awkward. I need Air Balloon. Nope, didn't think I was gonna get it. I had an inkling that I wasn't gonna get it, and PDC GL did not disappoint. So then I think in this situation, do I sacrifice the PALAFIN EX, which is obviously 2 prizes, or do I save the PALAFIN EX and suck my own butt? That's a really tough call here. I think what I do is just Ultra Ball away. Oh man, the Hilda and the Fez. Actually, let's get rid of the Hilda and the Rare Candy. I'm gonna go for Frogadier because I don't want them to take advantage of me when I'm in a compromised position here. And then I just go end turn, let them beat off my Dolphin. Right, just let them beat off my Dolphin, and then we all enjoy that. We just get to watch me, you know, penetrate a blowhole here, or watch them penetrate my blowhole. But the reason I didn't attach the Neo Upper to Mega Greninja is because if they have bosses, they knocked it out with Teal Masked Ogerpon. I want them to take the bait here, because I want to masterfully bait them. Though, remember that Mega Greninja cannot one-shot a Teal Masked Ogerpon. You have to waste an energy. Oh, God. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, wait, that seems bad. That seems really bad. That seems not good. Okay, so wait, what are they doing? They had everything. Grass decks are not supposed to draw this well, by the way. It is a little suspect, but yeah, like, I wish I had Shaman. That'd be pretty cool if Trust Your Pilot put Shaman in this list. I have about 10 different Greninja lists. Some have Shaman, some have Psyduck, some have Patrat, some have all 3. This one has none. This one has 0 of those, and all I've faced today are spread decks. I think I'm 2-2, actually. I'm not really sure what my real ratio is here. But I think I'm 2-2, and I faced 5 spread decks today. It was Slowking, bunch of Starmie, and now our Boliva. So they're going to take 3 prizes on PALAFIN and probably Dunsparce. Because they can't knock out the PALAFIN and the Frogadier. They could go for the Finizen, but I mean, it's really a choice. Like, what would you choose? I think I would probably go for the Dunsparce. But they could choose to go for the Finizen, which would be interesting to say the least. And unfortunately, I'm gonna kind of have to suck my own butt here. Like, I have to knock out the Meganium if I want to win the Meganium. The issue, of course, with that, there we go. So they went for the Finizen, which is pretty good for me. Because now I just lose the game. But there's a thing. I mean, I'm not knocking out the Arboliva this turn, which is a bit of a problem. You know, it's a slight issue. Which, I mean, I guess I just have to... I don't have, like... We have the red card, but I'm not knocking out the Arboliva, which is the main threat here. So I have to put the Fez down. I have to Neo Upper. I have to go... I mean, I could just knock out the Meganium. That one seems bad. That one seems bad. And, okay, we got the Dunsparce. It's so tough right now to choose what to do. All right, I got Mega Greninja. Still no retreat cards. Got lots of those things. I mean, I got Colress, but then I can't bosses. Yeah, I think my only real course of action here is going bossesing the Meganium. I bossesing the Meganium. I Mortal Shuriken the Meowth. So I Mortal Shuriken the Meowth. And then I Poké Pad just to thin somebody out of my deck because I don't want anybody. And then I Ninja Spinner MILF. And then we go extra damage, yes. So now the energy's off the Greninja. So now they need a whole lot to win, right? They need to get another Meganium, which they will because they'll have Max Rod or something. And there's my Kofu. Terrible timing, Kofu. The Dolphins are definitely not here anymore. Yeah, I think with a 14 card hand, they might have what they need. But you never know. And all they needed was a Night Stretcher. So it wasn't even, oh, I need Max Rod to win. But the reason I had to do all that is because I had to go back on even prizes. And now I can literally win the game. Not next turn, but the turn after. I was going to say, I can win the game next turn. But again, Mega Greninja tops out at 200 damage. But I had to go for the Meowth because that is 3 Mortal Shurikens. I can Mortal Shuriken this guy 3 times and it's knocked out. So I'm essentially, as long as they don't have, oh god, they probably have all their bosses in their hand right now. I don't have Wally's Compassion. I mean, I can hope that they have all their energy accounted for and try to bring up like the Meganium or something. But that's not going to work. It's, yeah, the Meganium, I can't do that. Like, I would win, not my coming turn, but my next turn after that. I would literally just win the game. The problem is that I don't have Wally's. I don't have anything I need. I had to clear my board of, still didn't get it, bro. Special red card top deck. Suck my butt. Okay, so I could Kofu and hope. Kofu, did someone say Kofu and hope? I think somebody did. And I lost the game. Fantastic. And the game is over and I have lost. Fan-flippin-tastic. But we can at least believe that maybe they don't got it like that. Right? Maybe they don't got it like that. Maybe they prized all their bosses. Huh? I mean, it doesn't matter because they just need literally 1 energy. But I did... I did knock out a Meowth. I did make it somewhat close. Oh, well, that would explain why I couldn't find my, oh my god. That would explain why I couldn't find my multi-prizers, huh? That, or where I couldn't find my retreat cards. Hey, where were your retreat cards, Pilot? Oh, I don't know. Maybe all in the prizes. Oh, wait, they just have, never mind. They just have Arboliva. But no, Colress wouldn't have won me that game. I feel like I won 2 games, but whatever. Colress wouldn't have won because I needed to red card them out of bosses. Because bosses was their winning card. So the PALAFIN list is clearly the worst. Yeah, like 3 Rare Candy, 3 Poké Pad, Hilda, Colress, 4 Lilies, 7 Energy Retrieval. Like, it's a good enough list. It just never worked. All right, so let's cut the PALAFIN. Let's go to Frostmoth. Frostmoth worked kind of well for me. At Shiny, yes, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. And Mark, yes, it's always good when you come. No, this, I guarantee, as long as I have a playable hand, I'm guaranteeing to win. Because nobody here knows what Frostmoth does. You think you know what Frostmoth does, but you don't know. They just revealed Morpeko EX. Ah, yes, the best card in Pitch Black. Morpeko EX. Wheelie Hangry Blaster. Morpeko EX. I'll get it on screen for you. It's not a good card, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Okay, well... some things could go wrong here. We may be getting donked here. You know, who's my favorite Mario character? Donkey Kong. So yeah, we've talked about why Morpeko can't be good. I'll talk about it a little bit more because this is going to be... Oh, yep, quick loss here. Quick loss here for everybody. Oh, no, never mind. All right, so let's go and get... Okay, I didn't prize a bunch of Frostmoth. I think in this situation, I just go for the Froakie and... Nah, we got the Frostmoth in the hand, baby. Heart of the cards. Heart of the freaking cards, bro. They're not going to know what hit them. So, Morpeko EX was just revealed in English. We've known about the card for a while. I talked about why it isn't good. Wheelie Draw, that's just whatever. It doesn't matter because we already have a Hitmontop with the same exact attack, except it's with a colorless energy. So, why would you play Morpeko? Hangry Blaster. You're probably coming up with ideas in your head, but they did everything in their power. Dragalge Starmie, oh dear God. So, fun fact, any water deck is a terrible matchup for me. I have only faced water decks today except for like 2. So like 60% of the games today have been water decks. But everything wrong with Morpeko, there's just so many things. Number 1, it is a dark type, so it cannot use Risky Ruins. Number 2, it only has 180 freaking hit points, which is stupid. It's weak to grass as well, which is another stupid thing. And it doesn't have an ability, which is another really fun thing. Because by not having an ability, you can't pair it with Frostlass. So you have to play it with Toxtricity. Toxtricity puts 4 damage. Let's say Toxtricity puts 4 damage counters on it. That leaves it with 140 hit points. You can't heal it with Monkey Dory. Right? The whole thing is that it has damage counters on it. So you have a 140 hit point 2-prizer that is still only doing 200 damage. So Hangry Blaster, even after 2 Toxtricity, is still only doing 200 damage. That is pathetic. You're not knocking out anything meaningful with that. And my opponent is about to knock out my Badoo, by the way. That was weird. I don't know if the Morpeko covered that up, but their energy kind of just floated away. Yeah, you can knock out a Morpeko. You can knock out a Meowth and a Morpeko. That's it. All right, so in this situation, I keep the Badoo in the active because none of y'all know what Frostmoth does. You're not cultured enough. You're not cool enough like me to know what Frostmoth does, but as long as they flip tails once or twice, we'll be fine. And as long as... Oh, no, Surfing Beach is fine because it doesn't work on Badoo. So that's great. And then we get some cards. Wow, so useless. Wow, so useless. Thank you, PDCGL. Now the question is, do I start manually attaching to the Froakie? And the answer is, I kind of have to. But this has to be tails. If this is heads, I lose. It's tails, we're fine. I'm going to be item locked again, which is a slight issue. And I can't evolve that Froakie into a Frogadier. So we are just, we're in the thick of it right now. I believe I lose if they have a darkness energy. Right, this turn or next turn if they have a darkness energy, because I literally can't evolve my Froakie next turn. You know, 7 cards in hand, I'm going to have 8. They're all going to be unusable to help me, you know, not lose a... Okay. This is both bad and good. I have Patrat in this list. Patrat is specifically for Monkey Dory. Suck my butt dry. Okay, well, I can't really put the Patrat down, which is the issue here, which is the main issue, is that if I put the Patrat down, the Frostlass is going to chew it up for breakfast. But I'm also going to be item locked, and then by item locking, I'm going to knock out the Badoo unless they make a huge mistake and heal the Badoo. But we're just, this is kind of like the perfectly worst matchup, but the Dragalogy. The fact that they're playing Dragalogy means they don't know what they're doing, so maybe we can take advantage of their ineptitude. Oh no. I thought because the animation was on the Badoo, I thought they were healing the Badoo, but no, that's just PDCGL being a really fun, well-made game. And wait, why do you... Are you suggesting that Lana is the only one crazy enough to play a Mega Dragalogy deck in 2026 and not do it for money? All right, well, yeah, they kind of just win next turn. There's really nothing I can do except... No, I was going to say there's nothing I can do. Unless they stay asleep twice. But even then, that doesn't matter because... What am I supposed to do? Like, I collect for 1? Oh, goody, a Snom. I'm sure that will help. All right, so I have to Surfing Beach into the Froakie. Oh, wait, they didn't Itchy Pollen. Oh, because they were asleep. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just have to Frogadier here. So let's go get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of Snom Energy. Go for Frogadier. No, it doesn't really change what I was going to do. It just means I'm going to lose even harder. All right, and then summoning Jutsu for a whole bunch of stuff. And we're still, as long as they flip tails, we're totally fine. So let's go for Froakie, Frogadier. And as long as they flip tails, we're fine. If they don't flip tails, I think the game is over and I have lost. Ooh, okay. All right. I mean, their Monkey Dory is just going to destroy me the rest of the way, but I do have a knockout on their Skrelp with Energy Retrieval, and then I can do this in a terrible, terrible order here. And there's Lilies. So they're drawing better than me, despite me having a Fez and sucking butts. But yeah, see, Frostmoth, goated card. As long as they flip tails, they can't do it. Shaman? Oh, they think I'm playing Terra Greninja. No, we're not. There's no Terra. There's a couple Terra Greninja. There's no Terra Greninja in today's video. What kind of a psychopath plays Terra Greninja in this day and age? All right, so I can kind of put them on the cock here and put my Patrat down, because if I put my Patrat down, they can't use Monkey Dory to heal anymore. And oh my god. And I win the race with the Monkey Dory and the Shaman because Patrat has 70. So obviously they would knock out the Patrat. But that wouldn't detract from me winning this game. All right, so that goes down, that goes down. Let's Mega Greninja. What I can do here is nothing cool. I can energy retrieval. God, I have to energy. This is such a weird order that I have to do things in, isn't it? So I go Mortal Shuriken. And then I think, honestly, the correct call is to knock out the Badoo. I know it seems weird, and it is. But the correct call here is to knock out the Badoo. Ooh. I was not expecting the water energy, because now if they promote anybody, I can knock them out. Or if they promote the Skrelp, I can put it to sleep. And even then, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's press my luck here. Let's pretend like I know what I'm doing and press my luck and see if this works. Because if they stay asleep again, that'd be amazing. If they stay asleep one more time, that'd be great. The fact that I haven't found... Ah, crap. The fact that I haven't found Patrat is kind of just par for the course here for PDCGL screwing me over. Is, you know, I play Poffin, I play Poké Pad, I play Ultra Ball, I play Patrat, play lots of supporters. The one matchup where Patrat would actually be absolutely goated here, though, I mean, they would just knock it out with Starmie. But I can put the Starmie to sleep, okay? That's the whole plan here, is to put the Starmie to sleep, like it's listening to an audiobook. And they just have Crispin, Lillie's Crispin every single turn, and I'm screwed. But you're definitely seeing why Dragapult Greninja is the most common pairing, and you're also seeing why Greninja kind of sucks a butt here, and why it also fell on its face. Okay, here we go. I have so many things. We know they don't have bosses. They're probably going to put the 50 on the Greninja. I will... Oh, God, I don't know what I'm going to get off the Fez. If I knew for a fact I was going to get the Neo Upper, then I would do this completely differently. But I think it's still okay if I... Oh, they're going to knock out the Froakie? That's fine. I think if I promote this one, it's still fine. Because then I can always retreat back into it. Because I'll Surfing Beach into the other Mega Greninja. I'll be able to do 120 damage. Yeah, they took 2 prizes. We're still fine. Game is still... I'm still in control of this game. There's no... I guarantee to win. The guaranteedness is happening right now. Okay, we're going to get a special red card. They're going to have a 0 card hand. They're going to lose the game. Why didn't my Greninja take any damage? Because PDCGL is a well-made game. This also happened in my testing where I put 3 Surfing Beach, and then it's just, oh my God. Okay, well, I have Patrat, but that's going to get knocked out by Mega Starmie. So that's fun. And then I can't Poffin, because then they would just knock out Fez, Shaman. That'd be a real Shaman. So do I knock out the... I don't even know. I guess I just go for the Starmie and hope that they don't really have an answer. Yeah, we go into that guy. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. All right, well, maybe I'll get a good top deck or something. You know, maybe I should have Poffin for Patrat to masterfully bait them, but if they have bosses, I just automatically lose the game. So it'd be too much of a risk to do that. Because what I could have done is Poffin for Patrat. Patrat would get knocked out coming into my turn, especially if they hit it. But if they just go bosses, then I automatically lose. Yeah, they're going to get bosses. I would have lost the game. Or they have Wallies, which is even worse. Fantastic. God. This game is trying my patience. You know, I'd rather they try honesty. All right, well, I still lose. You know, I still lose the game. You know, it's only been Starmie decks today. And what are we doing, Step Bro? Mr. Darkside, we're playing Mega Greninja decks because everyone tells me, oh, Mega Greninja PALAFIN, that's so goated. All right, well, I think I just concede. Are they attacking? Oh, there we go. Quad Wally, Star Major Galgy. Well, we don't know if they have Quad Wally. They have at least one. It has not been goated. It has not been goated. Oh, yeah, thank you for the Mega Signal. Perfect timing on that Mega Signal, PDCGL. All right, win-loss counter. I feel like I won 2 games today, didn't I? I'm going to put 2 and 4 because let me know. Did I win that second game? All right. Well, we're going to win at some point. We have to win a game. Sure. You just feel bad for me, Mewtwo Melon. I will not take pity from you unless it's in the form of money. I only take pity in the form of money. That's how this world works. That's how this nation was built, and that's how this nation will thrive. I don't know. I thought they did, but you know, my memory in my old age isn't what it used to be. Back when I was a supple young boy, I had the greatest memories. I could tell you what I ate for breakfast the previous morning and what I had for dinner 2 nights ago. Now, okay, all right. That's a starting hand right there. That's a starting hand. Yep. Thank you, PDCGL. Remember how many games I needed this to play the game before, and then we never got it? Yeah, don't worry, it's in my opening hand. Yeah, it's like, as much as I'd like to play special red card in my decks, I can't. Right, I'd rather have a Pokégear. I'd rather be able to do something. I'd rather this as a playable card at the start of a game instead of this. Okay, but they have a worse start than me, which is nice. Ooh, there's Iris. Yes, you have a Mega Greninja pilot. Stop complaining. You know, there's kids in America who don't have Mega Greninja. All right, so yeah, they got the Lillies. Thank you, Shiny Ray. Yes. And it's Crustle. Thrustle and Bustle. So this is great because they play a ton of Mist Energy. Fantastic. Just what I wanted was a deck that plays so much Mist Energy that I can't do anything and probably has Monkey Dory. How did PDCGL know the matchup that I wanted exactly? Is a game that I have no logical hope of winning. Yeah, they got Zerosic, but little do they know it don't matter. So I can still win this game. That's a card. That Maractus is definitely a Pokemon card that exists. I 100% agree with that notion. Maractus is absolutely a Pokemon card that exists. All right, well, let's go Poké Pad for Frostmoth. Remember, I can't put them to sleep. And this is not Star Wars. I can't drop any jizz in their ears. And yeah, let's do Chilling Wangs. I can get rid of my own Psyduck. But you'll be proud of me. I did put Enhanced Hammer in a bunch of lists, but apparently Tool Scrapper would be a lot more better. Apparently Tool Scrapper would have been the much more logical choice because I think this is, what, the 3rd game today that they've had a Hero's Cape? So then I'll cut Enhanced Hammer, and then we'll face another Special Energy deck. Mist Energy does, because the sleep is I think I had this discussion, and this is probably what I should leave as a note. So Frostmoth from Mega Evolution. I should leave it Frostmoth from Mega Evolution. Frostmoth MEG. Perfect example for damage versus effect. So because I'm going to work on, like, you know, answering questions and stuff for new players. All right, well, let's put that there. I will go Air Balloon into this guy, and then Lilies. And I know they have a Zerosic, but it's fine. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Love that. And then we'll go Poké Pad for a Frostmoth, because I still don't know if they have a Monkey Dory. That's the problem. is if they don't have a Monkey Dory, I do not want to put Patrat into play. But they also can't play like Jacinthe or something. So I'm not quite sure what their plan is. They have a Mist Energy on a Psyduck and that's it. And I can get rid of probably just Ultra Ball. Okay, bro. Suck my butt. Go for the Neo Upper. Go for the... Yes, they went for the Neo Upper. They went for the Neo Upper. They don't know what they're doing. That's perfect. I was worried they knew what they were doing. Yeah, the only reason I put the Neo Upper into play is because I didn't want it in my deck anymore because I'm facing Crustle. So there's no point. Oh my god. Okay, good. Yeah, you can get wrecked. But the problem with Spike Energy is that if I hit into them, I get hit back with Frostmoth. So that's not cool. And I got nothing I can do right now. I got nothing on my back. So we're just waiting. Waiting and baiting, as the kids these days would say. And Sunda, I mean, there's just so many. Like, it's hard to know where list came from, but yeah, if it's a spiky energy list, that kind of narrows it down. But I have seen spiky energy usage increase, and fun fact, you may not know this, is the Lycanroc that works with spiky energy is being played with hide and sneak in Japan. It's like the fourth best version. But if you have Lycanroc sitting in your bulk binder, there you go. All right, well, the thing is, I know they have a freaking... I know they have a Zerosic. That's the problem here. Dark Side, no, you're missing no clever usage. But in this matchup specifically... yeah, because Frostmoth does deal damage. It's the secondary effect. So it's an attack, it's not an effective in it. The sleep is an effective in attack. The damage is a damage of an attack. Shiny. Wait, whoa. That seems like a Clam Burglar joke. That seems like a Clam Burglar tier joke. What are you doing? All right, so they're going to scissor me superbly. I can't win the game this turn, but maybe next turn I can. That's not useful. Okay, so let's go Mortal Shuriken. And yep, hit into them. I'm going to play with my balls, get rid of that. And actually, let's get rid of... Yeah, I don't need the Rare Candy. So let's get rid of Frogadier, Rare Candy. Let's go for Pheasant Skibidi. Because there's still, you know, maybe something I can do here. Nope. Because maybe there's something I can do here, and there's not. All right, fantastic. So let's go. I mean, that dude's getting knocked out. There's a Maractus. So do I just... I do need the Night Stretcher for the thing. Maybe I just put him to sleep and see what happens. That seems like a fair trade here. Yeah, just put him to sleep, see what happens if they knock it out. Obviously not great, but that's pretty good. So let's go retreat into Frostmoth, and then we believe in the heart of the flips. We believe in the heart of the flips. If they flip tails, the game is over and I have won. If they flip heads, well, if they don't bench anybody, I might win. Hey, get absolutely wrecked, buddy. But you'll notice that I can't do anything. You'll notice that, yes, they flip tails, and that's good for me, but I also can't do anything. I also am unable to do anything. And that is a 10,000 IQ play right there. All right, so what could have... Actually, should I bosses the Dwebble and then hope they can't evolve? And they got Jumbo Ice Cream. Fantastic. Fan-flippin-tastic. They got the stupid Jumbo Ice Cream. I mean, we know they're going to have another Crustle, but they can't get it up enough, right? They can't get it up fast enough. So then we're going to be fine. So they can't get it up. They struggle to get it up here. So remember, you can't Jumbo Ice Cream a bench Pokemon. They always have Festival Grounds. No, mods, ban them if they put Festival Grounds into play. If Festival Grounds comes into play, you're banned. All right, so, I mean, we should have known that my opponent was going to play a Crustal deck because they literally like to breed Pokemon. They're a Pokemon breeder, and not in the way you think. Unless you have a dirty mind like Clamburglar. So they're probably going to go for Poké Pad because they got everything. Pokemon Center, lady! Listen, lady. It doesn't matter. All right, well, they still can't quite do anything. Ooh. So am I supposed to knock out the Dwebble here? No, right? I'm not supposed to knock out the Dwebble, or I guess to prevent them from getting another Crustal, but then they would have just healed the benched one. Right? Then the benched one would get the Pokemon Center lady. You know what you did, Clamburglar. All those terrible, tell a good joke and I'll treat you nicely. I gotta say, I didn't face any of the decks that I'm seeing right now. In my testing, it was a lot of Garchomp and like Hydrapple. I didn't face a single Starmie or a single Crustal. All right. Okay, bro. Okay, chill. Bro, chill. Bro, chill. Bro, it's fine. Who hurt you? One of these days, I'm going to win a game with this deck. So, hey, the good news is this is going to be exclusive to the VODs channel. And Maiden, that was my maiden voyage into getting. Wait, you breed. So you're the one who breeds Pokemon. So Vaporeon is your favorite Pokemon, is what you're saying. So you're saying that Vaporeon is your favorite Pokemon because you're a Pokemon breeder. You know, that matchup was hell. That was not heaven, that was hell. You know what? Because of you, Maiden, I might do a draft today. You know, I might not even do the full 3 hours. Yeah, you know what? Everyone's going to blame you for when I have fun today. All right, it's Zoroark. I win this game if they don't have turn 1 Zorua Darumaka. I win this game if they don't have turn 1 Zorua Darumaka. Or turn 1 everything else. And you saved it up for me. I'm a special boy. All right, so let's go. I mean, I guess I'm call and collect, right? And then, hey, remember how I say you should never Lilies when you have another supporter in your hand? Don't listen to past pilot. Future pilot is an idiot. Oh, God. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to sacrifice the Psyduck. Should I sacrifice the Psy? I think I should. Right? Because what does call and collect get me? It gets me 1 card when I already have a Lilies. We don't need that stupid thing. And Lana, I mean, you can ask her on the Discord for GLC deck list. You can GLC these, but no, I don't play GLC because you can't play GLC on PTC GL. You can go to the GLC website. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of lists there. You know, there's people on YouTube who play GLC. Mahone hosts GLC tournaments all the time. But you can't do GLC and PTC GL unless it's standard only, which is not great. Gym Leader Challenge. Okay, so they do have Monkey Dory. They don't know that I have Patrat, though. What? A Zoroark player ditching a bosses? I only lose every game because of bosses. I literally lose every game against Zoroark because they have bosses. All right, there's Poffin. Let's go get double. Ooh, cool. We prized the Froakie, baby. All right, let's go Booby Water Energy. Okay, fantastic. That's absolutely nothing. I could put the Zekrom to sleep, but then they also have Pecharunt EX. So Pecharunt EX kind of invalidates my entire strategy. What I have to hope here is that they just knock out the Psyduck. Yeah, the trainer trial, but they're doing like a water type trainer trial right now. So it's not a permanent game mode. But on PDC GO, you could do GLC because you had expanded friend battles and also unlimited friend battles. Actually, Mr. Darkside, it's an initialism. An acronym is when you say the word. An initialism is when you say the initials of the word. So GLC is technically an initialism. An acronym is when you say it out loud, like FIFA. Because you don't say FIFA, you say FIFA. That's an acronym. And it, you don't pronounce it. No, we got that gawk. All right, so yes, Booby Water Energy. Thank you, Incineroaring. Even though you're not the best Alola starter, that I'll allow that comment. We all know that Primarina is the best Alola starter. And Clam Burglar, what, you think that'll push the 4.5% back up to 5%? You think I'll be able to get it up even harder? All right, I get to Morty's for 5. Trust Your Pilot gets to Morty's for 5 cards. He's going to ditch the Fez because he believes in the heart of the cards. He believes in the heart of the cards. He should not have believed in the heart of the cards that much. Well, I think I'm just going to end turn. And Clam Burglar gets turned on when I use the voice. I might even get to 6%. What about 6.9%? Huh? What if I can get to 6.9% of female viewership? I think women would appreciate that the most. See, Eevee gets it. All right, please just knock out the Psyduck. Please just knock out the Psyduck. That's all I'm asking you to do. Ray Donovan, please knock out the Psyduck. No, don't clutch up, okay? I'm not a purse. Do not clutch here. Also, this is kind of impressive with how bad my draws have been. I'm just going to keep I'm just going to keep going until they finally take a knockout, right? Because this Yveltal gets knocked out because it's poisoned. So if they try to bait brain me, I'm going to bait brain them. So this is going to be really funny because I'm going to be able to bait brain them. Because this guy's going to get knocked out due to poison if I Mega Greninja. Then they're going to have to attack with somebody. And then I'm going to put them to sleep. And it's going to be... Okay, this is great. And then... Well, then I just have a Psyduck sitting there. No, you know what? You know what? Just knock out the stupid Psyduck, okay? Just knock out the stupid Psyduck. Just knock it out, okay? I do not want you to do anything fun. Just knock out the Psyduck. It is very simple. They got rid of another bosses? Okay, I don't think this is an experienced Zoroark player, because in no universe do you ever ditch your boss's hors d'oeuvres. Every game I've ever lost to Zoroark, and oh no, no. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, we're not fine. We're not fine. All right, but see, I knew it was gonna happen. I got the Night Stretcher for the Fez. We're totally fine. Everything is great. Yeah, wait till they drop the Miracle headset. Faithful, you have to be sub to say a bad word. So it's okay. It's you didn't know, but you do have to be sub to say a bad word. So we have to get rid of that no stuff. This is a family-friendly channel. We don't do that here. We're all very nice. We're all family-friendly. You know, the stepmom is part of the family, so she's welcome. So is the stepsister. But this is a family-friendly channel. And all right, so there's Frostmoth. I will Night Stretcher for Fez, which is probably going to lose me the game, to be completely honest with you. But we'll be fine. We'll be totally fine. Ooh, there's a special red card that I have no use for. That's awesome. All right, then we go for, I guess, a Frogadier. Oh, dear. And this is good that they've kind of screwed themselves. Chilling Wings. So this Yveltal's didn't have 20 hit points left. It's going to get knocked out. They have to use Pecharunt. Unless this is... Hey, there we go. And Lana, yeah, a lot of the times it's just like, oh, this new Manectric is really good. You know, Voltaic Lightning is going to really help out GLC decks because Lightning decks don't have, you know, plus 20. So it's like you play the Speed Lightning, which is a draw card. You play Voltaic, which is plus 20 damage. You know, the new Manectric that blocks evolutions is going to be pretty good. But yeah, for the most part, it's not great. And Eevee, thank you, Eevee. But I don't think I could have handpicked worse matchups for a Greninja deck that tries to do like locking things. Because obviously Pecharunt EX breaks sleep. So Frostmoth putting them to sleep, that gets broken instantly, like one of my ex-wife's sauces. Starmie can utilize... Okay. Starmie can utilize the thingy thing, which is also really bad. All right, well, I think I just execute my strategy if I can, right? In theory, yeah, in theory. All right, well, that's going to go there. I will Air Balloon. I think I should get rid of the Mega Signal just in case I draw into a Rare Candy, which I totally will, right? I totally will draw into a Rare Candy. Oh, Rare Candy's nuts fit in your mouth. All right, so... Let's go... I'm not quite sure what to do right now. Let's go Mortal Shuriken. Let's hit into the Pecharunt. So I don't want to take any knockouts, but I do want to judge in case I get Frostmoth Energy. Boom. It's that easy. It's literally that easy. I do have to knock out the Yveltal, which I don't want to do because they're going to be able to get Monkey Dory. But what if they don't get Monkey Dory? Right, and I also have Patrat, so I'm just kind of on the Patrat clock here. I'm on Patrat Patrol. But I think we can all agree that I have really nice feet. I think we can all agree that the Bastiodon, you know, Voltaic Lightning, those interactions are going to be broken. So let me whip it out real quick. Again, I don't even have to ask. Press 1 if you want me to whip it out. So let's use Bastiodon as the example, but it also works with Voltaic. Hey, what do you mean 2? Lana, Lana, are you saying the 4.5% doesn't want me to whip it out constantly? So with Bastiodon as an example, if you were to attack with a Raging Butt that has 3 energy attached and you discard all 3 energy attached to it, the attack still goes through. I will try to make a video about that once the official ruling is out in English. But PTCGL has screwed that up in the past, and it probably will again. And I think they'll also screw it up with Voltaic. So with Bastiodon, if you have 3 energy attached to your Raging Bolt, you can still attack. They got everything. Who cares? But they're gonna whip their deck out. But yeah, with this guy, if you ever have to discard an energy, like Mega Manectric discards energy, there's a very, very good chance that Mega Manectric doesn't get the 20 damage boost when you have to discard all the energy, because that's just PTCGL. So it's not like I think that cars are going to be broken. It's that I think PTCGL is going to have interactions that are broken. And A-Swing, oh yeah, I've already previewed a bunch of deck lists. We're going to get a bunch more deck lists. It's not going to be fun. No one's going to enjoy themselves. But you know who is going to enjoy themselves? Trust your pilot when he Pheasandipities into a Lilies and gets everything he needs. Well, no, that will happen... Oh, God, when I suck my butt. That will happen when Mew EX comes out. Hey, I told you I was going to get it. And you didn't believe me. You didn't believe in the heart of the pilot. All right, now what are you going to do, bro? Yeah, bro. Now what you going to do, bro? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's what I thought, bro. I don't quite have a win condition here yet, but we'll get there eventually. I don't really have a win. I don't really have one of them win conditions, but we'll get there eventually. All right, so attached to you, Mortal Shuriken, and then what the hell do I do? Sure. I mean, I can put the Badoo down because it doesn't really matter anymore because they can't use Monkey Dory unless they knock out the Patrat. But I'll have all the recovery in the world. So let's go retreat into this guy. Mortal Shuriken. Mortal Shuriken, this guy. Surfing Beach into Frostmoth. Maybe I technically should have gone for the Petulant in that situation, because then if they fell asleep, they couldn't do anything. But it's Zoroark, right? It's Zoroark. They're going to have a way around it, and they also flipped heads. Magnetric will prevail. Well, no, Mew EX is going to be like the reason why it has a real chance, but Mew EX isn't out until September. So, like, yes, Mega, as soon as Mew EX comes out, Mega Lucario play is going to plummet. Because just any card, any Pokemon that's weak to Psychic is going to get screwed over by the release of this card. Because, hey, what if every Pokemon in the entire game could hit for a Psychic weakness? Hey, Mega Lucario, you know how you were situated to be a really good deck in 2027 once Dragapult left? What if we introduced a card that allowed every deck in the world to hit for a Psychic weakness? Would that be something you're interested in? Would that be funny? Would you think that's funny that if we gave every deck in the world a Psychic type attacker who could copy any attack and just completely ruin your life? Yeah, so it turns every Pokemon in the game into a Psychic type attacker. And it's like, oh, you want to play Mega Zygarde? Mega Zygarde doesn't even knock out Mew EX with Nullifying Zero. They finally have another bosses. Wait, they're going to go for Fez? Yeah, they got to go for Fez here. All right, well, I did lose this one. Isn't it easier just to use Lillie's Clefairy? Yes, but also no. Yes, but also no, because you can't put Lillie's Clefairy in every single deck. All right, I don't think there's anything I can do now except lose the entire game. All right, well, maybe they won't have a recovery card. That's what we got to hope for, is maybe they won't have a recovery card. Let's get rid of that and that. Let's see, did I even have Neo Upper in the deck? Ooh, we got Maractus. My deck is literally just gas. My deck is gas, but all I was drawing was ass. All right, so yeah, let's go Frostmoth. If they don't have any Night Stretchers, I win the game and they flip tails. If they have no recovery and they flip tails, I probably win the game. Also, prize the special red card. All right, PDCGL's giving us hope. Shiny Ray, but we didn't have like tag team 3 prizers, right? The whole usefulness for Mew EX is going to be in Mega Dex. Is my guesstimation right now. Is because, hey, what if your Megas gave up 2 prizes instead of 3? Right? You look at Beedrill EX. Beedrill EX doesn't need to put it. Thank you. Beedrill EX doesn't need to put Beedrill in harm's way. That is hilarious, and I also have no way of using that to my advantage. Ruffian? All right, well, we still have a Surfing Beach. I can still win this game somehow. Trust your pilot can still somehow win this game. Don't ask me how. But yeah, you just put it in a Mega deck and be like, hey, what if your Mega gave up 2 prizes and also didn't get knocked out? Oh my god, I just won this game. Wait, did I? I don't know. I'm doing 2 hundo. They're still asleep. I think I still need an energy. But this is insanity. If I get an energy, I win the game. Oh, okay. It was the last one. I was so terrified there. It was the last one. Don't ask me how, but I just won this game. See, I can lose 5 games in a row, but I'll be damned if I lose 17 games in a row. What do you mean streamer luck? I had no draws for the entire stream. That is streamer war of attrition right there. That is streamer mental damage, forcing himself to continue playing the game even though it's fruitless. Yes, 1-5, luck. But that's just my, what's the opposite of the streamer client? Whatever I'm playing on, the day one client. But again, this is all predictory. This is all predictory. Is Japan's, we're going to be in mismatched formats for the dumbest reason ever. I'm going first. Pretty damn good start if I do say so myself. Did I? I can't remember, but yeah, so just that's what I'm thinking is, you know, Beedrill is probably going to be the #1 use. How long will the mixed match last for? So Storm Emeralda, which should be revealed on like Thursday or Friday this week. We should know the first like 5 cards. Probably Mega Ray is going to be one of those cards revealed. They get Storm Emeralda again with the red card. Hey, cool. They get Storm Emeralda on July 31st. We do not get Storm Emeralda until, drumroll please, I prize 2 Frostmoth. We do not get it until November 5th. But in between those 2 sets is 30th Celebration. So for 3.5 months, it could be Mega for Alligator. For 3.5 months, we will not be in the same format as Japan. And it's going to be, so Storm Emerald, so I mean, like, it's very confusing. It'll be 30th Celebration. No, it'll just be 30th Celebration, but that enough throws it out of whack because they're going to get Delta Rain before 30th Celebration. We get Delta Rain after 30th Celebration. So it's oh, good God. Why is everyone playing Judge today? What school is then? What's everyone playing Judge today? I think, Toasty, I always do. I think they're set, this year's like the end of December, I think is what it was. No, I want to be whacking off. You misheard me, Evie. I want to be whacking off. Yeah, here's the November 27th. There you go. November 27th, but we have no idea when that's coming out in English. Because again, everything is messed up right now because of the delay to Winds and Waves to next year, presumably. All right, so Patrat and Snom. And hey, the damage counter is in the wrong place. Fantastic. So yeah, it'll be November 27th for Aura Seeker. I don't know what they're going to do next year. It's going to be weird. Because you'd think Aura Seeker would just be rolled into whatever January special set we typically get, but Aura Seeker is a main set in Japan. It's not a special set, so it should be a main set over here, but we're not typically going to get a main set until March, but there's nothing they can turn into a special set for January, so I have no idea. They screwed the Winds and Waves being pushed out of its normal release schedule. It just screwed everything up. Well, that's why this is a half year. And Jagbomb, I know. But yeah, if you watched my video today, I even mentioned that this is a half year. So they spread megas into 2 years when it was supposed to be 1, like 1 and a bit. And yeah, the Winds and Waves has ruined everything for the TCG. It used to be like clockwork. Every 3 years would be a new Pokemon generation. And then Winds and Waves, it's like, oops, 5 years. And the devs of the TCG are like, but no, we can't come up with new ideas. It's not like we get paid to come up with new ideas for this game. How dare you make us think? That's way too much work. Also, have you noticed that a disproportionate amount of the games today have been against water decks? And I got Surfing Beach in here. Yeah, and it's like they had the option when finding out that Winds and Waves was going to be, you know, delayed to next year. They had the option of, oh, instead of giving a half format, what we could do is put more effort into the game. Do I put the Badoo down? Nah. We could put more effort into the game and make it better and more gooder for everybody and just more enjoyable. And we could take this time to really experiment and do some really cool things that no one would expect. And there's like, nah, we'll take half the cards, put them out this year, the other half next year. That way we don't have to think. Yeah, they could have done a year of trainers Pokemon, but no, remember the trainers that was another thing, is because the Legends ZA delay. Legends ZA was also delayed, so they had to scramble for trainers Pokemon, which is why they were only for like 2 or 3 sets. I think it was 2 sets, and then they just kind of slapped some in Ascended Heroes. But that is why, is because they had to just fill a gap, and you all know I'm good at filling holes. But the PTC GL dev is not. So it's just been a domino effect of Legends ZA got delayed. So along with that, okay, that's fine. You're gonna have to retreat that somehow. So it was originally Legends ZA was supposed to come out in like March, which would have lined up perfectly. But instead what happened is Legends ZA got delayed. What the hell is this crap? All right, well, I guess I'm gonna Badoo your mom. All right, so there we go. Poffin for nothing. And then retreat into Badoo and Itchy Pollen. Fantastic. And which Felipe Hopstack should you build? Oh god, I honestly can't remember which one was. This was like 2 weeks ago, Lana. You should know that my brain doesn't work like that. And I got the Crispin. Fantastic. But I think it had 2. Like the Frostlass one was good, the Dunsparce one was, I think they were all good in their own way. But the Frostlass one has a bunch of utility. The problem is that like you want to have other things and you can't. But no, that's the thing, is it's not a big Mega Block. Remember, this is a half Mega Block. If it was a big Mega Block, we'd be getting Megas up the wazoo. But we're not getting Megas up the wazoo. They literally cut our normal release schedule in half. That's been the major issue here, is instead of getting 160, 180 card sets, we're getting 80 card sets. Okay, that's fine. I have Night Stretcher for Frostmoth. Because remember when I prized all 2 of my Frostmoth, except for the other one? All right, so then we go... I don't really want to give them Surfing Beach is the problem. Again, I can't give them Surfing Beach because then if they stay asleep, they don't have to work for it. Well, I should have given them Surfing Beach. Yeah, Felipe with Hopzation was fun. It's just... I mean, I'd rather just play Trevenant. Right? Trevenant is just Hopzation Felipe, but better, and it's more versatile. You can literally win an entire game flipping 10 heads in a row, and they can't even do anything. And then if you don't flip heads, you have Trevenant ready to do 210 or 220 or whatever it is. All right, they're thrusting and busting. And Foodler, I was trying to have fun. Okay, Foodler? You know, excuse me for trying to have fun. Trying to have fun whacking off in front of people. I am perfectly 10 damage short on everybody. All right, so let's go. Oh, God. Yeah, I guess Morty's Conviction away the Surfing Beach. Oh, wait, I have 2 special... Why do I have 2 special red card? That is no bueno. All right, let's let's go Mortal Shuriken. Knockout nobody, I guess. Let's just put some damage on that guy. I mean, I kind of have to, and then I just say yes, just in case. You know, as long as they don't have unfair stamp, I won't get screwed over by this decision. And Trevenant's bad against any deck with Shred? Not really, right? Because if they have Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, that gets knocked out from a Trevenant, and it takes usually 2 or 3 turns to get powered up. But no, these are not good Greninja decks. I have avoided playing good Greninja decks because I'm not a sheep. I'm not a Mareep. I'm not a sheep. I create my own ideas. Speaking of, we'll play the festival lead version right after this, which is the one I just copied from Japan. When's the last time you saw this guy take a knockout? Hey everybody, when's the last time you ever saw this thing take a knockout? If the answer is never, well, your life's about to change forever. If I find a retreat card, which I probably won't. They have Mega Ferality. Uh-oh. They have Mega Ferality. Oh, no, that's fine. Because I still have Patrat. That's totally fine because I still got Patrat, baby. There's Tatsugiri. That's fine. But, yeah, we're kind of in trouble. Actually, press 1 for Festival Lead Greninja. Why would you do that? You know I'm going to beat you off. Press 1 for Festival Lead Greninja. Press 2 if you want Trust Your Pilot to suck his own butt live on stream. If you want me to do for Alligator Greninja. So 1 for Festival Lead, 2 for Alligator. How did I know everyone was going to press 2? All right, so let's go Neo Upper. Boss's orders this guy. And then probably just Surfing Beach into you. And yeah, I'll go Mortal Shuriken, and then I can maybe just win the game next turn. Right, so I don't open up a bench space. I know that they can use Surfing Beach, but I have another bosses. And then I go, no. Foogler, this is a family-friendly stream, Foogler. I would never be so crass. Yeah, fun fact, if I top deck an Energy Retrieval, the game is over next turn. I literally... There's no way you have boss's energy. There's no way. There was no... I was gonna red... They had a 1-card hand. I thought they had a 1-card... Wow, that's real high-quality battle log there. All right, so what was the... seems like everyone typed 2. So we'll play the Feraligatr build. Don't know why everyone typed 2. I mean, Feraligatr doesn't seem too... Well, if I'd known that I red carded them into boss's energy, I would have done things a little differently. Where's Feraligatr? There it is. So I red carded them into exactly what they needed. Hey, it's a rematch. Fun fact, I'm playing the same deck as them. Well, it's different, but it's the same deck. I am playing a Greninja with a 1/0/1 Feraligatr. They're playing like a traditional Feraligatr deck. Foogler, I did not. Shiny Ray, this is a family-friendly channel. We don't talk about that kind of stuff here. All right, fantastic start. Maractus is great. Wow, they started... Wait, did they switch decks too? Or did they just have a Meowth and they got super unlucky? All right, well, this is really cool. Press 1 if this is really cool that I have to do whatever the hell this is. All right, so Froakie, I have to get rid of Wallies and 2 Night Stretcher. Surely that will never come back to bite me. Why do I keep playing red card? Can somebody tell me why I keep putting red card in decks? Because PTCGL always gives it to me. And not in a fun way. And Foodler, I was tempted. I was definitely tempted. But what if imagine if I just top deck a Mega Greninja or an Ultra Ball or something? We are in there. Literally, the game is over and I am inside the, crap. All right, well, I can corner the Badoo, or I guess I can boss corner the Meowth, which is probably the better play. Yeah, I'll just boss corner the Meowth. Because then they, I literally did. I literally did. But PDCGL was just like, hey, you know how you got everything you wanted? It would be a shame if there was a card that stopped you from playing a third of your deck. It would be a real shame in Pilot if there was a card. If you watched my video today, you know that I ranted about this. What if they play Ruffian? They would never do that to me. And also, they won't just have Poké Pad Monkey Dory Energy in their hand. Oh, wait. They had Dawn Poké Pad Energy in their hand. Awesome. And Lana, you're saying you don't watch my videos as soon... You're saying you don't have notifications on? You say you haven't clicked that bell, Lana? Are you saying that Lana doesn't click the bell? Oh, you do? Damn it. All right, well, there's my Badoo. But guess what, bro? You're about to be done. Also, I can't win the game this turn. All right, so let's go. I can't Surfing Beach. I can't really do anything, to be honest with you. Though, if I just retreat into the... Nah, whatever. Oh, so you're saying you have a life? How dare you, Lana? How dare you throw that in our face that you have a life and probably friends? What a nerd having friends. All right, so let's we'll get the Badoo out of the deck just to thin it out of there, and then also I will Poké Pad out some frogs. And yeah, we'll get the whatever, just getting cards out of the deck here. So I could knock out the Meowth. But where's the fun in that? Actually, there's lots of fun in that. But no, we're not going to do that. We're gonna, you know, I'm playing a Feraligatr deck. I think Lana deserves a timeout for A, not watching a video, and B, having friends and a life that doesn't revolve around Pokemon cards. Yeah, everybody point and laugh at the nerd with friends and an active lifestyle and doesn't just sit in a chair all day and play Pokemon cards. All right. I mean, yeah, let's just corner. Yeah, for shame, Lena. I thought you were representing the 4.5%. All right, well, they're clearly going for a Mega Feraligatr, but I'm just waiting for like a bosses or something. I just need a bosses and we're fine. I'll put the Surfing Beach down. We'll go double Greninja. And then Lilies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Everybody, I am a degenerate. Please, I promise I'm a degenerate, everybody. It's a weird thing to get defensive about, but it's okay, Lena. We accept you as one of our own. We accept you as one of the 4.5%. You know, we'll round it up. Because of you, we round up to 5%. You're the 0.01% that turns it from 4.49 to 4.5. Also, this dude's getting knocked out next turn. I'm clapping this dude's cheeks. I'm gonna knock out the Meowth. I'm knocking out the Krokana, and we'll be fine. All right, retreat into this guy. Mortal Shuriken. Boom. It'd be a real shaman if somebody here... Actually, I can just knock out both Krokana. Why don't I just do that? That's a lot more fun. Yeah, let's just knock out both Krokana. Who needs to go for a Meowth when both the Krokana can just be hell nah. Hell nah. All right, and then let's go. Yeah, get rid of this guy. Ninja Spinner. Don't even need to put the energy back into my hand. That's good. And see, instant conceit. See, turns out the Feraligatr build is the best. I could have told you that. You know, everyone who typed 2 to get me to play this, you clearly knew what you were doing. When I said type 2 if you want to play the Feraligatr build, you were right. Feraligatr did nothing. It was a cheerleader, okay? It was a cheerleader. It really helped. And yes, if you haven't figured it out yet, no YouTube video shall be made out of this stream. That's okay. Yeah, actually, I haven't checked the VODs channel to see what the viewership there is. Remind me next stream to check. Because I can't do it right now because I'm watching other things on YouTube right now and I don't want to mess up the recommended on my other channel by having more feet picks than I normally do. And more, you know, like I prefer, like I'm on sort of a peanut butter on feet kick right now. I don't want to get it messed up by looking up, you know, peanut butter and like crunchy peanut butter or mayonnaise because the YouTube algorithm can get really weird. We want Vanillux? The Croc was for intimidation, damn straight. 1.6K. Lana, for YouTubers, there's like 2 numbers that matter. Uh-oh. Wait, no, this is perfect. Let's go attach to you. It's 1,000 subscribers, which is when you get monetized, and 1 million subscribers, which is when you can lord over people that have less than 1 million subscribers and be like, hey, you have less than 1 million? I hit 1 million 2 weeks ago. I'm just so cool. Also, we could get Dauntier, but there's no way that's going to happen. They literally need Lunatone Energy double PP. There's no way they can play with their PP twice. And my Tome, yeah, the Tome stream, yeah, the exclusive streams always do a little bit better because you can't see the best games. Because I take the best games from the streams and put videos on the main channel. But for the streams that aren't good enough, that had no good games, people are tricked into watching them. I tricked people into watching them by saying, "Oh, you can't watch this anywhere else. Oh, it's exclusive." Yeah, N can barely get his PP up twice. But I think if I want a Steam machine, which is $2,000 in Canada with a controller and 2 terabytes, it's $2,000. So I might have to, I might have to do like a Sprigatito sub goal of 2,000 subs and be like, I buy the Steam machine at 2,000 subs. And Lana, I only need 1 Steam machine, Lana. I don't need 100. Yeah, time to start running ads every 3 minutes. I got to do a Sprigatito sub goal for every day of the week now. No, the one that has the controller is $2,000 with 2 terabytes in Canada. Yeah, it's Canada. It's $2,000 in Canada. I don't think, well, I mean, the Steam machine can do anything, but PDCGL's not on Steam, so it wouldn't work in like that sense. Did Lana just say Insanitity? Oh, Lana, we got you, Lana. I don't think we didn't see that, Lana. We saw the Insanitity. Oh, Lana, you don't know what you've done. You did it on purpose. All right, so I have to corner. Oh, God, I really don't. I think I just saved the Mortys for next turn. But I have to use the booby energy, I guess. I don't know if PD. Well, it's just a PC, right? It's just a PC. That's what they say in the ad. Is it's a Steam machine, but it's also just, you know, a computer. Assuming I'm gaining 200 subs a month on the main channel, I'm gaining about 700 to 800 on the main channel. So that's probably like what, the year 2300. Yeah, Clam Burglar, it's one of life's mysteries. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. Yeah, I put that on the video too, just at the end, because, you know, I wanted to limit myself to top 10. I didn't want to do a top 20 video. Because I can tell when I'm writing the videos that, like, I don't want to go past a certain amount of pages, because that means it's over 20 minutes. I can't last for more than 20 minutes. You all know this. I can't go for more than 3 hours in front of people. I can't go for more than 20 minutes when I'm playing with myself. Suck my... Actually, that's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. PB... Well, I'm playing wacky lists. I'm not playing good lists. I'm playing wacky lists. So I'm not playing Greninja Dragapult or Greninja to Dunsparce. It's PALAFIN. It's Feraligatr. It's... You know, I tested Weavile. That was terrible. All right, so we got to put Fez down against Mega Lucario. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Well, that's fun. Okay, so Neo Upper on you. And then... Oh, God. I mean, I kind of have to save the judge, right? So I guess I have Morty's? That worked out great. Thank you, PDCGL. You read my mind. I'm so happy that I don't get to survive here. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have Great Hall Net in here. I had 6 or 7 outs to not losing this Froakie next turn. Kind of seems like we're going to lose the Froakie next turn. And Marcellus, are you saying you didn't watch my original Greninja video that was focused on apps? Are you saying you're a fake fan, Marcellus? Are you trying to Marcel us a lie that you're a true pilot viewer and you haven't watched every single video from start to finish? Hey, Dagans, that's what we're playing next. Chat voted and said I have to play the Feraligatr build because obviously it's goated. It's either Greninja. No, obviously it's Greninja. No, it's not Greninja or Pilot. It's PDCGL. It's PDCGL with the stupidness. And Foogler at Marcel. Well, actually, wait. The video came. I think you said a couple of weeks ago. I think the video came out a few weeks ago. So I'll let you off the hook, unless someone gifts you the foot appreciation, Marcellus. We don't use the F word here. They played Hilda, so the Froakie is safe. We don't use the F word here, Marcellus. You're a sub now. You have to uphold the priorities of this community. Okay? I will accept nothing but you on your best behavior. And Professor Oak, thank you for the gifted sub. Did they just put a legacy energy on a Mega Lucario? That's not very good. And Lana, is there such a thing, Lana? Okay. Knock out my Maractus. Just beat off my Maractus. Beat me off, bro. Just beam me up, Scotty. Don't do whatever you're about to do. Just beat me off, bro. That's all I want you to do. Just stare me right in my eyes and beat me off. And Clam Burglar. The feet appraisal score. No, shouldn't we be the feet emergency? What would a good acronym be for FEET? The foot in examination something Triforce. I don't know. Okay, so this is going great. I don't know if you've noticed, things are going really well. You might think I'm in trouble, but actually, oh, that's fantastic. You know what? I'm just going to Fez because there's no way we don't Fez into a rare candy. Oh, good God. Oh, dear God. We got nothing. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go Surfing Beach. And then I think I have to just attach the water. And what? Yeah, Froakie 2 energy, even though I don't want to. And then judge and go into Badoo and then hope I don't give them a bosses. And of course I will. Oh yeah, now we get a stupid... actually, do I put the air balloon on the... Sure, I think so, right? Because then I can recycle the Neo Upper while still threatening an attack. So that's kind of cool. All right, so we go for Frogadier, and then watch, I'm going to get nothing next turn after having nothing. So I probably gave them a bosses, and then I'm going to Pheasantipity into nothing, despite having a handful of everything but rare candy. Foot examination and enjoyment tribunal. Feet ergonomical examination troops. And they had the immediate stadium bump. Well, it doesn't really matter because I only have one water Pokemon in play anyway. There's no way. There's no way I just gave them, like, all their best cards. Okay, good. Everything is working exactly as I planned it. You might not know this, but this is exactly how it was planned from the very beginning. It's like, I saw, oh, I'm facing Mega Lucario. I gotta start losing before I can start winning. That's pretty goated. Yeah, let's go. Actually, yeah, I can't really do anything, so I have to Lillie's, then Fez. We're going to see 9 cards. There's no... Oh, yep, there's a rare candy. And then let me guess. No Mega Greninja. Yep. Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed that PDC Gel was going to screw me over? Oh, it's such a wild thing. Who could have guessed that PDC Gel was going to screw me over? All right, so I put Surfing Beach down. And then I guess it's just retreat into Froakie. Attach to you. And then end turn. Actually, let's put counter gain on you. What non-Dragapult deck? Slowking or Hops Trevenant? Or just wait for hide and sneak. We're less than a month away until we can hide and sneak. But they don't know. I don't think they know. They definitely don't know what I'm about to do to them. They don't know that I got the counter. I got the counter of all counters here. Oh, you want to play today? Okay. And Mad Panda? Oh, it's reliable. It's reliable like State Farm. I think the key is going to be that you don't attack with anybody but Delmise. Yeah, it's extremely boring. It's just, hey, just get a bunch of sneakers in the discard pile. That's it. Turn 1. Just get a bunch of sneakers and you're fine. Okay, I'm going to Fez first. Wait, do I have a Greninja in the discard pile? Of course not. All right. Oh, God. But it didn't work last time. Okay, we're doing it again. I'm doing Lillie's Fez. It didn't work last time. It's guaranteed to work this time. I told you it was guaranteed to work this time. You didn't believe me. Okay, these are all the cards I've been waiting for all my life. And then I have to play with my balls. We'll get rid of that and that. And then I go for Mega Feraligatr. Literally goated. I am literally the goat. And then that's going to go there. That's going to go there. I think I just take the knockout and then I repeat the strategy next turn, right? I take the KO and then I repeat the strat next turn. But of course they'll have bosses on my Fez and all of this thinking will have been for nothing. All of this thinking will have been for absolutely nothing. Mad Panda, I will put Spiritomb in high. That would explain why I couldn't find anything. And, oh, yep, see, told you they had bosses on the Fez. Yep. Obviously, they had bosses on the Fez. All that work for nothing. All right, well, we'll play the Festival Lead version. I actually have to think now, and that's bad. But no, you don't put Spiritomb in hide and sneak because it's just Delmise. You're just playing Delmise. That is it. There's no other thing. It's just however you can get 4 Pokemon. Don't even play the Shuppet or the Baby Sinistcha. Just put 4 Banette and 4 Poltergeist. Just attack with Delmise 7 times and that's it. And no, I don't play VGC. I played Pokemon Champions when it first came out on Switch, and then I remembered, wait, didn't I? Didn't I switch lists? Did I not hit set active? Did I click on the wrong thing, or or is this a different list? And I just put Totodile in it because I'm weird. Oh, yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah. Thank you, Mad Panda. All right, well, let's go this guy. I have Froakie Dokie. And what the hell am I playing again? Oh, yeah, we're playing Neo Upper, whatever, garbage. They're playing Embor. Yeah, the Sinister, I think what it'll be is like you play a very thin number of Poltergeist, which is the baby one, and then like maybe one or two just in case, because that way you can take knockouts. So you can do an early attack with that guy. The issue is that you need 6. You need 6 hide and sneakers, which isn't easy. Yeah, like we'll see. Like again, it's gonna take a lot of testing. And let's go. Yup. Hilda for Thwack Daddy. And no, I don't like you. So let's go Surfing Beach into Goldeen. And then I got to retreat back into the Totodile. So let's go Air Balloon, Water Energy, Boom Boom Groove, baby. Boom Boom, we're Boom Boom grooving. Groovy. All right, and then we go Retreat, Big Bite into this guy, and then they can use Fire Claws, but they can't take a KO. Yeah, Foodler, I put a bunch of lists in that video. There's so much. There's so many ways you can play it. You can put all 16 sneakers in the deck. You can play it with Spiritomb. You can do anything you want. Suck my butt with that battle cage. No, you don't need Brilliant Blender. You just play 2 or 3 Prism Tower, Ultra Ball. Gwyn is the main reason why the deck can work. So it's, I'm still leaning towards the Moltres because the Moltres really shores up the Ogerpon matchup. Because Delmise beats off Dragapult, Delmise beats off my Lucario, Delmise, just does 170 against everybody. 200 if you give it like a Brave Bangle, which I don't think people will do. Yeah, just Legacy Energy and Prism Energy, and that's about it. Alrighty, let's go attach to this guy, Froakie down. I guess I switch into the Goldeen, and then we go Lilies. That was completely not worth it. Thank you. Thank you, PDC Jill. Disappointing me as always. And yeah, let's go get, what do I got? I got Lilies and Bosses. I don't need nothing else. Let's go Surfing Beach and have all the things. Seems like a great plan. And let's go get Frogadier. I mean, I guess I could go for the Seeking. The Seeking KO could happen next turn. And thank you, Shiny Ray. Yeah, you don't play Brilliant Blender. Brilliant Blender is more of a crutch than anything. Like, yes, you could put 4 Petrol, 4 Transceiver, Brilliant Blender. Gazer Beam? Well, anything Greninja that's not just the typical Dragapult is bad, yes. No, you don't need Scramble Switch. Joke's on you. Everybody did their job already. All right, so let's evolve this guy. Oh, the special red card. What would I do without that? Oh man, I was really concerned that I wasn't going to get special red card. All right, so let's evolve into this guy. I'm not using... Okay, we're not using the Terra Greninja. I refuse to use the Terra Greninja. And let's go... I mean, I guess I put the damage on the Pignite and I bosses up the Emboar. Seems like a terrible plan, so let's do it. Seems like the worst plan I've ever come up with, so yes. Nah, they're not going to be able to get... Yeah, they will. They're not going to be able to get 5 or 4 more energy on this guy. They probably will. There's a very good chance, because this guy does 350 damage, which just so happens to be a perfect KO. And they've sent up the Heatmor, which is good, but they might just be retreating off the energy off the Heatmor to retrieval it back. Because if they put 5 energy on this Magcargo, that's exactly 350 damage. Guess how many hit points Mega Greninja has? There's a Fez. All right, but if they can't take the knockout this turn, then I do win the game. Well, that was fun. Did you have fun, everybody? Press 1 if you just had fun. All right, but I can still do the thing. Right, I'm knocking out the Magcargo. I can still do the thing. We're totally fine. They have to get rid of all their energy. What are they supposed to do to win? And I'm knocking out their Emboar, and they have 0 energy on... They're going to have a bit of energy on the field. But they're going to have 0 energy on the field, okay? All right, so that's... That goes there. And then Butt Scratcher for Mega Greninja. You know what? I'm going to believe in the heart of the cards. I know that I'm going to lose if they just have it like that, but let's enjoy ourselves, right? Let's have fun. I'm not going to use bosses. I'm going to believe that I'm going to get Rare Candy Mega Greninja energy. We were so close. We were literally so close. We were literally 1 away. All right, well, there's a Froakie. Do I Surfing Beach? Nah, we don't care. And then we keep the energy. There's no way they get Magcargo 3 fire. There's no way they get Magcargo in 3 fire. There's no way they can do it again. Yeah, I know I could have just bossed the Emboar. Oh, God. I know I could have bossed the Emboar and made the game end really quickly. But for once in my life, I didn't want to finish early. Okay, well, that's fine. Well, there we go. Yep, that's how it goes. Yep, there's PDCGL for you. Yep, that was fun. All right, let's you know, I'll let them have it. I'll let them have their way with me. Okay, no, there's no need for that, bro. There's no need for that. I was gonna let you have your way with me. Gazer Beam's using emotes that aren't mine because Gazer Beam's not cool. I did more damage than you, though. I did more damage than you. That means I'm cooler. That means I'm Frieza's brother. That you didn't even have to pay for that one, Gazer Beam. You know the real cool people have these emotes. You know, if you're not cool, you don't have those emotes. Only cool people got those ones. Wow, we're gonna get to 1300s. This is not good. But I will be okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna be playing good decks on Thursday. Not necessarily. Not necessarily playing good decks on Thursday, but There are decks you haven't seen in a while that seem like they might be okay in today's format. As long as... Why is it called a format and not a 5-mat? Because, yeah. All right, fantastic start. That's actually kind of horrible. PB, it's secret. I won't let you know. Crap. Okay, as long as they don't have energy switch, we'll be fine. I mean, I think whatever Ogerpon deck this is, we're probably screwed. Because if this is Raging... But I'll let you know in the future what I'm playing. And Marcellus, what do you mean everywhere? It's only 50% of the format. God, people just blowing things out of proportion. You know, you need to stop blowing me so hard, okay? It's only a 50%, you know, meta share at day 2 of NEIC. That's healthy. Having a deck that has 50% meta share, that's totally healthy. All right, well, there's a Frogadier. I guess I go Surfing Beach into... I mean, it doesn't really make sense to go for the Goldeen, does it? Like, just, we're going to get a Goldeen off the Lilies. We're drawing 8 cards. How can we not get a Goldeen? See, exactly. See, I know this game like the back of my butt. And like the back of my butt, it's cheeked up. All right, I'm more caked up than a baker. All right, so let's go Goldeen. And then Surfing Beach into Goldeen. Literally don't need anything, but that's fine. Let's go. Don't need no Grookey no mores. That guy there. Okay. And then we'll go for another Frogadier. And then I don't attach. I don't do anything. I boom boom groove for the Neo Upper, which is definitely not prized. Hey, it's not prized. Awesome. And then end turn. Okay, so we're in a good spot. Except for the fact that Mega Greninja can't even one-shot a freaking Teal Mask Ogerpon. Oh, God. This has been, like, the biggest issue with the deck today. Well, I mean, there's been several issues, but the fact that it can't do more than 200 damage unless you do everything is kind of not great. Well, Foodler, it's exactly what I said, right? Dragapult has a 50% meta share, but the reason it's not winning tournaments is because the only decks that are going to make it to day 2 are either Dragapult or decks that beat Dragapult. So that's why you're seeing it not win tournaments, is because, again, it's only going to be either Dragapult or decks that beat Dragapult in the finals or day 2 of tournaments. So it makes complete sense. Right? The issue is that we don't have a deck that beats Dragapult or beats decks that beat Dragapult. It's either one or the other. Yeah, exactly. You know, you win NEIC, you build your deck to give yourself the best chance possible against, okay. But we don't have a deck that beats everything. Oh my God, I hate this card. It seems like this whole stream was designed to be like, hey, how can we make Pilot hate life the most? All right, so I should have done Thwacky for Mega Greninja or something, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Literally nothing can go wrong. I'm going to get Surfing Beach or that. That also works. There's Air Balloon. I'm the king of the sea. All right, and let's go for... I mean, I probably shouldn't go for Grookey, especially when I have 0 recovery. Probably shouldn't go for Grookey, especially since there's 0 recovery. All right, then. Fantastic. Okay, so we go retreat, and I have, yep, nothing there. And then I do put the energy back into my hand just to try and stop them from one-shotting me with anybody. So, like, I kind of have to do that. They're probably going to have unfair stamp, but we'll be fine. Oh, man. All right, so we are going to win this one or lose trying. They're playing a Hydrapple deck. Hydrapple heals. That's bad. but they have 0 energy on the field. They need, what, 6 energy on the field to take a knockout with Hydrapple? Or like 5 to take a knockout with Ogerpon, but it looks like they're going to be able to just manually attach Hydrapple to Bulu, put 220 on me, but they do hurt themselves, so that is 2 Mortal Shuriken, and then all I have to do is knock out Ogerpon for game. And additionally, I can't attack with Mega Greninja. Is Thursday a coin flip deck? It is not. I gave everybody a hint, but I don't think anyone listened to it. I'm not going to repeat myself because it was a pretty obvious hint. Okay, you don't need that many Celebi. Okay, I know I'm the biggest advocate in the world for playing Celebi in your grass decks. You don't need 3 copies. I don't care. You know, two maximum. You do not need 3. Why is it looked washed out there for a second? But yeah, you don't need 3. I know you want to start it as much as possible, but it's much better to just have 2 Celebi and add an Air Balloon than go hard on Celebi because you're still not going to start it, right? You want to start it, you're still not going to. Okay, this is not good for them. All right, so I have another Mega Greninja. That's cool. And then Neo Upper. Let's go Lillie's Determination. Can I get some water energy or something maybe? Thank you. Okay, so now what exactly am I doing here? I think I mean, the issue is that they're going to heal whoever I hit into. So I think I should put the energy on, I should put the damage on the Fez. And then I go, I mean, there's no way they can get enough energy on the thing to knock me out, right? They need like 6. But I still think I should Ninja Spinner away the energy and just not set up the Mega Greninja play. I literally said I'm not going to repeat myself. Yeah, like, yeah, again, Celebi is an amazing card. Every grass deck needs to play it. I mean, every Forest of Vitality grass deck needs to play it. Not, obviously, Festival Lead. But 3 copies is just too much, because there's no difference between 2 and 3, right? You're either going to start it or you're not. 2 or 3 doesn't make a difference. Just add an Air Balloon, because then you do the thing. No, I'm never playing Zoroark again. Dark Bell doesn't do anything. Mega Darkrai doesn't do anything. I paid my penance. It's not an expanded deck. It will never be an expanded deck. No, I don't know why you're being such a slave to the 3-question rule is my question. Now you're being rude. You're not even looking at me. Okay, so remember it was like 6, right? I think it was 6 is what they needed to take the KO. And they literally got it. Fantastic. And they literally got everything. No, I'm not playing Broken Lugia. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, is it 6? Because 6 times that's like 360. Yeah, so they're taking a knockout. That's awesome. I'm really glad I gave them everything they needed. But they didn't heal the Fez, which was part of the plan. Oh, they're gonna heal the Fez. No, I'm not playing Mellow at a donk. So it turns out the Hydrapple matchup is really bad. Turns out the Hydrapple matchup, not great for this deck. All right, so I can red card them. I can go into the Seek, so I can red card them and then do nothing, which is great. Also, I didn't get any, there's nothing in my hand. But I have to go red card. Yup. There's Surfing Beach. Okay, so Night Stretcher for water energy. Hilda for Ignition Greninja. That was weird. And then let's go retreat into this guy. Mortal Shuriken. Is it 120? I'm still 10 short. I'm still 10 short of a KO on, like, anything. Even if I do everything perfectly, I'm still, like, 10 short. Which is really cool. Okay, and then, yeah, let's go Night Stretcher for the, let's go for the Frogadier. Yeah, there's no way I can win this game. Yeah, and I can't get rid of the Teal Mass, which is the really funny thing, because this deck does not deal damage. That's the downside with this deck, is that it doesn't deal damage. So you might not know that. You might think, oh, this deck probably deals damage, and it's like, no, it really doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, I've just been really disappointed. You can't make a Mega Greninja solo deck. Is basically what we've just, and then they just, okay, all right. You got it. Yes, just take the KO. This is one of the worst streams I've ever had. That's really fun. You know, I feel all sticky after getting basted by their Syrup Storm. All right, you know what? No more Mr. Nice Pilot. It's time to destroy them. What was that? PDC Joe was trying to hide something from us. Did you see that? Okay, you know, we'll play the vanilla. No, we're gonna play this one I had a lot of success with, so it's gonna be terrible. These are two words you never thought you'd see together. Wasn't Rocket's Wheezing terrible because of the coin flips? No, we're not playing. Vanillux is terrible, okay? The Vanillux idea does not work. Everyone's playing Monkey Dory. It does not work. I don't have Frostlass in it. This is the sauce. This is the sauce, Foogler. Fun fact. Did you know that the Carolina Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup with a goalie whose last name is Bussy? So their goalie was named Bussy, and then one of their actual players' last name is a Ho. So they won with a Bussy and a Ho. Fun fact. There's your fun fact of the day. Greninja Zoroark is actually... No, we're playing fun versions. Fun versions that never win is what we do here. Okay? If I wanted to play good decks, I would play Dragapult. Okay? No, this is a good matchup. If I have a good start, ooh, we have a good start. Okay, so let's go. I guess I just prioritize Froakie, and then I can potentially flock next turn. So let's go Air Balloon, flock, Ice Sticks. I don't know. That's what. Do you think I have a funny joke for that, or are you asking me? And Foodler, yeah, okay, yes. I was trying to make a funny joke, but you ruined it. Oh, they're going for teleportation attack. Do I have a knock? Oh, I can edge them. Okay, this is perfect. Oh, GG, baby. See, I told you, I'm the #1 Greninja Reuniclus player in the world. #1 Greninja Reuniclus player in the entire world. Oh, no. All right, so we're back to 14-14. Professor Oak, you are mostly correct, yes. But I wanted to avoid the, Dragapult list because it's so boring and good, and the Dunsparce is so boring and good. And what you'll notice is that Terra Greninja just ends up being the better card. I wanted to let Mega Greninja have the limelight, and very clearly that's not a thing. Yeah, that's what I said when I did all my previews. It's just like, it's Terra Greninja is the main part of this deck, and you might have noticed that Terra Greninja is just winning tournaments, right? There's Greninja decks that don't even have the Mega that are winning tournaments today, in this day and age. All right, so this is good if I had an energy. This would be a great starting hand if I had an energy, because then I could threaten a Mirage Barrage. Oh wait, this is a great matchup. This is a terrible matchup. Okay, so I think I just attach the Air Balloon to the Froakie just to get out of the deck. We have a turn 2 Terra Greninja. See, this is exactly what I was talking about. If this was a Mega Greninja, I wouldn't be able to take a knockout of a Honedge next turn. No! No! Okay, wait, that's not an energy. Do they have Latias? Oh my god, they have Latias. Just to get a turn... Just to get a turn 1 Badoo. That is, that's impressive. But the joke's on them because I have Neo Upper. But then they can just knock me out because they got it like that, right? Because I have Grand Tree, but that kind of gives them everything they need. You know what? Let's just go for it and lose the game. Oh, and I don't have Neo Upper. So this is perfectly indicative of everything that has gone wrong right now. Is if I had the Terra Greninja in deck, we'd be okay right now, but we don't have the Terra Greninja in deck, so we are not okay. And then I guess what I do is I just Mortal Shuriken the Honedge and kind of see what happens and hope. Yeah, Dub, so if you watched the video today, I talked about how counter energy and reversal energy need to return in standard. Doublade is the best example of that. If we had any sort of regular reversal energy or whatever, it would be so good. No, Grand Tree is my ace spec. So that's what I was that's what I was talking about. Is this is a Grand Tree deck that has a ton of consistency. You would not believe how much consistency. This deck doesn't function unless you get a ton of basics down turn 1. So naturally, I got 0 basics. Do you not have an... Okay, I was like, do you not have an ignition? All right, well, I don't think you can take the knockout. Your whole hand has to be... Oh my goodness. That is insane that you almost got it. All right. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the Mega Greninja. What would I do without you? All right. Let's go. Sure. Let's go for the Froakie. Oh, yeah. Almost. Almost ruined my life. That's cool. Love that. But I can potentially knock out double Honedge this turn if they aren't paying attention. Also, still no basics. Still no basics. That's fun. That's fun, right? All right. So I think I just want to set up double KOs on them. And then I retreat into this guy. I will, I guess, attach to you. And then judge them next turn. Because that's fun. Yup. But I think I have 4 Poffin, 4 Poké Pad, and some Ultra Balls. Naturally, not seeing any of that. And, well, if they do, then I can Grand Tree into what I need. But, I mean, I don't even need a Grand Tree because I have Rare Candy Greninja. I even cut the counter Rare Candies in this deck from 3 to 2. Ooh! That's GG, baby! Okay, how do I still not have it? And then I have to go Rare Candy into the Greninja. I have to... I mean, judge them. Judging them doesn't really matter. But I get more cards with... And there's all my basics when I don't need them. Fantastic. Okay, so there's Solosis. More like Scoliosis. Am I... All right, and then we go... Let's get all these guys. I got a bunch of frogs. Actually, yeah, I think that's fine. No, we'll go for all the Solosis. We'll go for all the Solosis. And then retreat into the Solosis. End turn. And there we go. See... I told you, this deck is going to work perfectly. And Foodler, no, there's a good Incineroar. The Incineroar EX is fine. It's not unplayable like Morpeko EX. Damn it, I don't have it saved. Damn it. Damn it. Gotta be faster. Gotta be faster. There we go. It's playable, right? It's playable. Morpeko EX is unplayable. Like you're probably thinking, oh, what if I play it with Survival Brace? No, just play Pikachu EX at that point. Right? If you want to play something, if you want to play a weak rat, just play Pikachu EX and there you go. Ah, they don't think I have a Terra Greninja in this deck. They underestimate me. Okay, and then we go, oh, they can, no! I was going to win a game. I was going to win a game for the first time all day, legitimately, and Morpeko with the tomes. I think I proved my point that the tomes are not good. But no, I talked about the math like an hour ago. The math just never works with this card. There is no, Toxtricity doesn't work with it. Like, yes, you could use 3 Toxtricity and put 3 things on it on the Morpeko, but then Morpeko has 120 hit points left. They can just fart on it and it gets knocked out. They don't have to do anything and just gets knocked out. So it's like you have 120 hit point 2-prizer that still only does 280 damage. Right? Just play Pikachu EX. Just play Baby Brute on it. Morpeko is just not a card that anyone should ever use. All right, so I have Rellor. I got Froakie. I have an unplayable hand because of course I do. Because why wouldn't I? So yeah, let's go Rellor. And it's our first Dragapult of the day, and I have an unplayable hand. Fantastic. All right, well, let's go get Solosis, and did you notice how I started the Rellor? And I shouldn't have done that? Did you notice how I started the Rellor, and that was the dumbest thing I could have done? Isn't that fun? That I was like, oh, what if this is Dragapult? I really shouldn't start the Rellor. And then it was Dragapult, and I started the Rellor. But it's just, my favorite part about having this unplayable hand is that what I don't have is an energy. Right? I don't have an energy. An energy would change the entire complexion of this game, because I could have used Flock. I could use Summoning Jutsu. I could use Duosion Cellular Evolution. There's so many things I could have done. No, there is no uppercase Morpeko EX. There's only lowercase EX. Get it right, Myrtle. Yeah, Myrtle, get it right. Jeez. There is no uppercase EX. Morpeko didn't exist back then. And there you go. Oh, now we get the energy. Perfect timing. Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. I think I'm in a situation where I have to call collect. That's always fun. All right, so let's bosses this guy. And then call collect. And also I have to Surfing Beach so I don't just immediately get my butt blown out. Hey, that's a useless card. What's the best free deck? Mega Lucario. Well, I mean, Dragapult, but the best free deck to play is Lucario. No, Eevee, they need Rare Candy Crisp. Oh, God. Mods, ban Eevee. They need Rare Candy Dragapult Crispin. I mean, also, if they just have an energy, the Jet Headbutt takes care of it. But no, they need Rare Candy Dragapult Crispin if they want to take the knockout of everybody and completely ruin my life. But it would be impossible for a Dragapult deck to have all of that in a 5-card hand, Eevee. There is no world where a Dragapult player would just have it all like that. When I'm over here with a dead hand, PDCGL wouldn't be like, oh, we'll give your opponent the 3-card combo they need out of a 5-card hand, but we'll give you nothing. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, yeah, there's that. Okay. So, yeah, I guess I just put up the Frogadier and hope. Yeah, that was expected. Expected that one. All right, so we've lost this one, but I'm 1-1. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. No, we're going to be fine. We're 1-1. I promise I'm going to go 2-1 with this deck. Also, I should probably have a Lillie's Clefairy in here, but that's Clefairy obvious. It's Clefairy obvious that I should do that. Also, yeah, we'll edit the deck. We'll get rid of that. We'll put in a Clefairy. Fine. And you know what? You know what, PDCGO? Yeah, fine. I won't switch the rarities. You know, obviously everyone only uses ultra rarity. And Foodler, I do have the English version. So I have the English version of Morpeko. We got the English version of Zeraora. Where did I put it? Should be under M. Uh-oh, where did I put it? Is it on my home screen? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. I love how they didn't change the names of the attacks. And you'll be proud of me, everybody. When they tweeted out this image, I wanted to comment below, I can't wait to fist everybody, but I didn't want to get muted by them again. I didn't want to get blocked, so I refrained from posting that reply. That just goes to show how mature I'm getting. Foodler, yes. I mean, I can't put it in, there's not just one. Every folder is a foot folder if you try hard enough. But yeah, I refrain from saying I can't wait to fist everybody. You should all be very happy. And we got Solosis. What do you mean Pepto turn? What is Pepto turn? Like Pepto-Bismol? Why? Because they don't like us. Hey, they had to use the new deck editor too. Yeah, like Salazzle EX is better than this. Salazzle EX for 2 energy does 100, but it burns and poisons. And it's a hit and run attack. This one is 150. Like, I guess they're like, oh, you can knock out a Meowth or something. And Professor Oak, nobody watched that movie. No one knows what you're talking about. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, let's go Rellor, Solosis, Froakie, and then just everybody gets knocked out next turn by Dusclops. It's fantastic. It's a great strategy by me once again. Hey, wouldn't it be cool if everybody just got knocked out next turn? That'd be so cool. All right, I'm going to attach 2 of the Froakie just in case. Fantastic yet again. Another unplayable hand. Always love it. Always love unplayable hands. I'd rather have playable feet than unplayable hands, though. All right, let's go Duosion. Because that's all is in the set. I mean, there's good cards in the set, but they already revealed them. And Foodler, yeah, it seemed like it'd be okay. Right, it didn't seem... Oh, they got Rare Candy Dusknoir. That's cool. But I always found it funny when they'd already revealed Mega Excadrill and Delmise, and then for the 4th big reveal of cards from Pitch Black, they revealed Mega Excadrill and Delmise again. That's what happens when there's a set with 84 cards, is they just keep repeating themselves. All right, who do you think they're going for? Yeah, I thought they'd go for the Froakie. They did just get Rare Candy Dusknoir. Of course, I'm playing Rabsca instead of Psyduck. And we prized the Grand Tree, even better. And guess what? We have the Mega Greninja in my hand. The power that's in my hand. We all live in a Pokemon world, as you all know. But if I can just use the other Reuniclus, we'll be fine. Because they're going to be like, damn, bro. Well, no, I don't play it in the list. I play Rabsca. There's no way you had double Rare Candy. There's no way. Okay, did they just... Okay. And Eevee, every day. Every day I'm having... It's every day, bro. No, mods, ban PB if they double Rare Candy. Are they not even going to attack this turn? Watch me top deck my 3rd Duosion and I can't use Grand Tree. Press 1 if I'm going to top deck my 3rd Duosion and not be able to Grand Tree. Press 2 if they are going to Dusclops and knock out my Solosis and make me hate life. And what you actually think? No, see, yeah, you got to believe. You got to believe. Did they actually get it? Oh my, mods, get PB out of here. Mods, get PB. PB's gone. Get PB out of here. And then watch them get an energy and knock out Solosis. If they get an energy, I literally can't do anything, which is going to be hilarious because I won't be able to find my rare candy because I only had the 2 rare candy when we got Greninja. Thank you. Yeah, way to go, PB. You brought this upon yourself. Okay, but as long as they don't have an energy, we're fine. Oh my, no, they don't have an energy. They're just going for a Duskull. Okay, and fun fact, this is one of the things that Mega Greninja can... There's no way. There is no way that entire turn just happened. There is no way that turn just happened. Oh yeah, thank you for the Colress. What a great card to have right now. All right, well, if only I could get what I need right now. All right, so let's go, yeah, into you. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Let's get the Mega Greninja. Oh yeah, wouldn't it be it'd be a real shame if somebody could knock out your stupid face. Someone could knock out your face, bro. Oh no, not your Duskull. Oh, it really sucked if somebody knocked out that Duskull and tied the game up. Okay, how do I still not have anything? All right, so let's go for the Frogadier. And then I can get Rabsca next turn. But you know what? I'm not afraid. Actually, I am kind of, because I don't have an attack next turn. So I guess technically I should put the Solosis down and then end turn. Because I don't want them to do, yeah, just a random one-off Kyurem. Now, Foogler's going to get banned if we see it. Did they seriously get another one? They just got one off the prizes or their top deck? Okay, well, they can't use Grand Tree this turn, and I can use Grand Tree. But we're going to get our 3rd Duosion. I can almost guarantee you the 3rd Duosion is going to show up right now. But I do maybe win here. Because you're about to see the coolest, you're about to see the greatest play in the history of the Pokemon trading card game. You're about to see me do the greatest play in the history of the game. I am knocking out that Clefairy next turn. You don't even see it. You don't even see how I can knock out that Clefairy. That's how good I am at this game. Okay, that was not the Duosion. That's cool. There we go. We got the Duosion. We got the Reuniclus. This deck should have been good. I am technically 2-1 because I am him. But do you even see it? Press 1 if you see it. All right, so Mortal Shuriken. Can I knock out the Clefairy this turn? I sure can. And look, sequencing. Proper sequencing by me. Look at that. Look at that sequencing. See, you think I'm bad at this game? I'm the greatest at this game. I'm the greatest that's ever been. I'm the greatest that's ever been. I'm like a has-been. But right now. All right, so there's Froakie Dokie. And then Shinobi Blade. Hey, remember when they introduced Blade into the MCU at the end of Eternals? And then never did anything with it? Remember when that happened? Remember when they introduced Blade? No, Foogler, no one knows your weird anime for children. No, it doesn't. There's no way. They're only taking 2 prizes. They would need bosses, Wondrous Patch, attached to the Latias. There's no way they got it. See, they relied on luck. I relied on skill, and as always, skill was able to overcome luck. Ah, see? All right, we're running it back. I'm going to prove to you that this Reuniclus deck is actually viable. Okay? We're on a winning streak of 1, but I'm going to prove to you that this is a winning list. Thank you, Evie. That's because you haven't heard, you're clearly not watching enough Boomers. You gotta watch more boomers. Yeah, PB is right. The Reuniclus version is the best, and I haven't even used Reuniclus. I haven't even used Reuniclus, and it is the best one. Okay, see? This is exactly what is supposed to happen. Is I'm supposed to go first, get all my Poffins, and yeah, see, you know the strat here. I'm gonna start calling you Trish because you know the strat. I'm gonna call you Trish because you're out of the stratosphere. That's where the name came from. Is it out stratosphere? Stratus? Never mind. Wait, is this Mega Lucario? Am I facing a deck that's weak to Psychic? Yes? Am I facing a deck that's weak to Psychic? I don't actually know. Okay, so we'll get double Solosis. I'm going to solo your sis. All right, so then we go double Froakie. Everybody's in the deck. And then we're still going to somehow lose. That's how cool this game is we're still going to somehow lose. I'm going to get all of my basics. All the basics are out there. We got triple Solosis, triple Froakie. Grand Tree is probably in the deck. I don't know. Who even knows answers to these questions? I have Grand Tree. I got Colresses. We're going to be totally fine. Yeah, it's Lucario Mega Lopunny. Or is it just maybe just Lopunny with Lunatone Solrock? There might be every time I think about attaching the air balloon, I'm like, they're not gonna judge me. Okay. Yeah, I guess I just evolve the but this is a terrible hand. Oh baby. Oh, that's you got wrecked, bro. You got absolutely wrecked. And let's go for this guy and then double Duosion. I just believe in the heart of the cards that much. They stand no chancey. We got I mean, again, this this has been the best card. This is the best card in the deck. You know, when we get our 4th Greninja EX in Standard on September 16th, this is still going to be the best one. And they'll judge me into a Lillie's again. But yeah, so if you made it to the end of the VOD, comment down below in the YouTube comments. I made it to the end of the VOD and all I got was this realization that Mega Greninja is bad. Why didn't I Lillies? Because I wanted to get all my evolutions. I was going to Lillies into 8 dead cards. I didn't want to Lillies into 8 dead cards. I wanted to Lillies into 8 dead cards after setting everything up. So let's go Duosion. Duosion. No, this is not the VOD. No, this is, you're on Twitch. Okay? You're on Twitch right now. This is not YouTube. And if you made it to the end of the VOD, I just made a lot of money off of you. What the hell is this hand? I mean, it's awesome. I'll take it, but it's kind of crazy. All right, so let's go Duosion and Shinobi Blade. I would have preferred if this was a Lopunny. Yes, I would like to search the deck. Let's go and get Reuniclus. I prize the funny Reuniclus because PDCGL hates fun. But that's what we learned is that, and there it is, and there it is. So yeah, this is why I originally had 3 rare candy. Is I wanted to do this. I wanted to just flash Mega Greninja into play. But this is sort of a break in case of emergency or a fail safe. And when I did it the one time off stream testing, it failed miserably. Fun fact, the first time I used Summoning Gate testing, I hit 4 Pokemon. 2 Solosis, a Froakie, and a Frogadier. Yep, you're supposed to get your Mega Greninjas and your Reuniclus. I got all my basics. All right, so they clearly don't know what Reuniclus does, or else they would, you know, not be putting up the Lucario. If only. And Rancor, yeah, that's fine. If you want to knock out my Greninja, that's fine. No, it's this one. This is the good one. No, Clan Burglar, you're trying to be funny. And Eevee, yeah, I haven't even played Crobat. No plans to play with it. I also am not playing Ampharos. And Professor Oak, damn straight. So I'll play the Lillie list last, but I think we can all agree the Reuniclus build was the best. Because, I mean, I am about to one-shot a Mega Lucario, and that's pretty cool. My voice did just crack, but that's still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. All right, how do I do this? There's an energy retrieval. Don't need that whatsoever. Okay, so that one attacks now. I will Rare Candy. Let's do that. And then, do I Lana's Aid for the Frogadier? How much damage are we doing? We're already doing 400. I don't even need to do anything. I am him. I'm cheeked up. I'm goated. I'm him. I don't even need to do anything. I'm just so good at this game. All right, so that gets an Air Balloon. Let's go Lana's Aid for this, this, and this. Because I just want to have as much evolutions in play. That is the whole Trish strategy. Is you just have evolutions. Did someone say I just built the greatest Greninja Reuniclus deck ever? I think everyone should comment down below on the YouTube video. You are the greatest Reuniclus Mega Greninja player ever. Okay, that was not me. And also, did you notice how they reinstated the cards being an actual size that you can see? Yeah, again, they release an update, they make the game worse. And I love how also, this is a stage 2 with 110 hit points. Thank you, FIFA Lives. But did you also notice that this Reuniclus is a stage 2 with 110 hit points, but Delmise is a basic with 140 hit points? It's almost like they make up these numbers and they don't take things into account. That, oh, hey, what if we made an anchor have 140 hit points, but mitochondria, mitosis of the cells, what if we gave that 110 hit points and you have to do a million things? You have to jump through a million hoopas. Oh, okay, quiet. Trust your pilot can't read. We already know that. Okay, so it's still the same as Delmise. My point still holds. Like the way I hold balls in my, no, it still holds, okay? It's still the same, okay? Thank you, Foodler. You already know. Wait, Prime Catcher? Wait, why are you leaving the biggest threat alive? That's not a threat. Okay, I wouldn't have done that, but that's fine. Salvatore? You know how I like the leggings on Mega Lopunny? I like them to be Salvatorn. Because if you didn't know, Mega Lopunny's leggings are torn. Because somebody, again, they're called Game Freak for a reason. Again, they're called Game Freak for a reason. All right, well, let's just hit into with that guy and see what happens. So I hit him with, oh my god, I don't need all this energy. I literally took away an energy from this deck. I literally cut the amount of energy in this deck. All right, well, let's go for another Frogadier. Oh dear. And yeah, let's go into you. We got another Reuniclus. That's awesome. I think I probably Poffin for the Rellor. Because there's no way, I mean, I could go for, did I forget to put recovery in the deck? That does sound like me. I could also a cellular ascension in case they have like Wally's compassion or something, but I do just win. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just because I can, let's do the cellular ascension for no reason other than to say we did it. Other than to say I put 3 Mega Greninja into play on the same turn, and that's pretty cool. Wait, so it did the cellular ascension for Reuniclus? Wait, so it did it 5 times, right? It did one for did it do it? Oh no, it must have been for Rellor first, and then it moved down the line from right to left. Just, I think we can all agree that they have Wally's compassion in the deck. Yeah, I think it was for Rabsca, and then they went from right to left instead of left to right. Because it's like a manga. You start in the back. You don't start in the front. You don't read it from the front. You hit it from the back. And Barky Malarkey, damn straight. Okay, they got who are you gonna go for? You got bosses, yes, but you can't do anything with it. Sure, okay, yes. Oh no, not my Mega Greninja. Okay, actually, I am probably gonna lose now. But if I top deck in energy, I still lose. Actually, no, if I win. The game is over and I have won. The game is over and I have won. Literally, so I went 3-1. There you go. And you doubted me. You said, oh, the Reuniclus Greninja, I've never seen a worse combination in my life. And I've seen crunchy peanut butter spread on toes on a video on the internet. And you don't even know. You don't even know how good I am at this game. Look at that. Look at Evo Lariat would have done the same amount of damage, but just look at how good I am at this game. Bonaventure is going to be like, they're going to talk about this for years. They're going to tell their grandkids about this. And while they're wearing gas masks because the air is unbreathable in the future, but they're going to tell their grandkids about this. And the grandkids are going to ask, Papa, I really don't care about that. Why did you bring me into this world that's dying? Well, that's not my fault, little Billy. Actually, I guess it'll be like Skylar Ann or Skylar Lynn. It's not my fault, Skylar Lynn, that you're in this world. It's your parents' fault. I brought them into this world. They should be the ones getting mad at me. It's not really... I'm going to put the list in the description of the YouTube video, so it's not... You're borrowing it. So yeah, I'll probably get it set up in a little bit. I'll have it on the VODs channel within a couple days, and I'll have the list in here, because obviously the world must know about Reuniclus Mega Greninja. The world has to know. And yes, exactly. I mean, that's the unspoken rule. We whisper it in each other's ears. Okay, it's the unspoken rule, but we whisper it in each other's ears, making them real wet. Making those ears real moist. Making them real moist. Yeah, you want, oh, your ear's moist? Oh, yeah. Let's get that ear real moist. Ooh, yeah, you like it moist? I like it moist. Press 1 if you like it moist. All right, let's go double. Actually, let's go double snow runt. What do I got? I probably prized one of the things. I did not prize any one of the things. All right, then double Froakie. And then I will corner. Yep, and then end turn. And what does Keldeo do? It's a 20-20 spread. I think there was another one that draws cards, but the one that I think I included here is just 20-20 spread. Just as a little way to get damage into play. I wanted to make the Keldeo do something because, again, Chaos Rising has, what, 86 cards in it? So I wanted to try and make some even semi-viable cards work, but even Keldeo isn't good enough. And let's see what the prediction. So this is going to be only 2% of people voted for 6-7 wins. I apologize to the people who voted for 10-11. Oh, wow, they're playing like the exact same deck as me. This is hilarious. But I have an unplayable hand, and they probably have a playable hand. So that's the difference, is they have probably a playable hand. Well, not if I win this game, Clan Burglar. Wait, did you voted for 6-7? Well, if I win this game, you get nothing. And if I top deck a Lilies, I might actually win. You know, how are they supposed to win this game? They got nothing. Oh, crap. If I had just held on to the water energy, we'd be fine. All I needed to do was not play the water energy, and I could at least collect. All right, well, that's a Frogadier, I guess. Yeah, worked out real well. If I had just held on to the energy, I could have summoning Jutsu'd for everybody. But no. Oh, I've been judged turn 1 like 3 times this stream. So I was like, okay, I don't want to get judged again. So I'm going to put the water energy into play. I also play a bunch of water energy, so it's no big deal. It's not a pickle, but we are in... Is this going to be a Grand Tree? Wait, why'd they... Wait, they evolved. I think you screwed that one up. CeeLo Green. Come on, give me the Grand Tree, bro. I think they were doing that more for the energy. I think they were doing that more for the energy than anything else. All right, so I'm screwed. They're probably going to have ignition energy. Oh, awesome. Look at that. A hand. I got 4 cards in my hand. I can't play a single one. Badoo is so fun for the game, isn't it? Press 1 if Badoo is fun for the game. Reuniclus wouldn't have lost this matchup. Reuniclus would have won this game. Yep, and now they have ignition energy, and I'm gonna... Oh, they have Lillies. Fantastic. Also, I did have Badoo, but because I started Maractus, I was like, well, I can't get Badoo into play when I start Maractus. That has a 2 retreat cost. Exactly. Reuniclus would have just destroyed them. All right, well, I think it's time to just believe in the heart of the cards. What do you think, everybody? What do you think? Should I believe in the heart of the cards, or should I suck my own butt? Wait, why would they do that? Oh my god, I just won the game! Oh my god! I just won the game! Why did they do that? This is hilarious! They just lost the game! Thank you? I don't know why you did that, but I appreciate it all the same. All right, let's go. I mean, I don't really need to get anybody. I mean, I guess I get the Frogadier. I get the Frogadier. I go for the Energy Retrieval, so this way I can recycle the Mega Frostlass. And then we go Resentful Refrain, 4 hundo. There you go. There you go. See, all this deck needed was... See, if you just play items, you win at Pokemon cards. What a crazy concept. And also, I just mentioned this in the video. I just mentioned this in the video that came out 4.5 hours ago, 3 hours, 5 hours ago. How many times have you seen me prize a Psyduck against a Dusknoir deck? Literally every day. I'm facing a Dusknoir deck. Guess what happened? Oh, you'll never guess. Pilot prized the Psyduck, of course. All right, well, they can't attack with the Mega Frostlass. Yeah, like now they can attack with the Mega Frostlass, but they couldn't attack with it before. So the issue here is that they probably have a Wally's Compassion. FIFA lives. Exactly. Item-based catchers. Item-based catchering is goated. All right, well, they still... Oh, no, they would. No, they'd be 10 damage short. So if they pop the Clops, they would be 10 damage short of a KO on my Mega Frostlass. So I kind of want them to do it. Please? Please do it. That'd be really funny. Oh, they went for an itchy. So they see it. They see the play. But they cost themselves everything. What did it cost? Everything. Yeah, you gave me the side. You know, you locked me out of all my items this entire game. I had 1 turn of items this entire game, and I'm still probably going to win, and Clan Burglar is going to lose all his channel points. So they can't knock out my Mega Frostlass this turn, and they have to play their hand down. They have to give themselves a handy. No, they do 250. And the Psyduck stops the Dusknoir. See, I put the Psyduck in... This deck, I think, has everybody in it. And yeah, they'll probably only do like 150, but that's fine. Because I have Terra Greninja. Uh-oh. Okay, so they have to attach a water to this guy. Oh, God. All right. I have to evolve everybody, but I can't. Well, actually, it only takes 2 KOs, though, so we're fine. Right? They have to take... Yeah, so we're fine. And their hand is like ignition. We're totally fine. You worry too much. We're going to win this game. Everything's going to be great. All right, that is awesome. Why? What's with all the rare candies, bro? What's with all the rare candies, bro? What's with all the rare candies, bruv? What's with all the rare candies, bruv? All right, let's go Mega Greninja into play. Poké Pad for... I mean, I guess I go for the Frostlass. Now, let's go for the Glalie. The Glalie funnier. If I win with the Glalie, that would be just hilarious. And I could retreat. No, let's just Lilies. They're knocking out the Mega Frostlass no matter what, so let's just, okay, I was hoping for a playable card, but you decided no. I was hoping for a playable card. You subverted my expectations perfectly. Thank you. All right, so I think they win now if they just have Retreat, Terra Greninja, and that's game. Yep, there's the Wallies. But they still need Terra Greninja. Okay, so that's a knockout. That's fine. But what they don't realize is that if they don't play another card, I win the game. That's what they don't realize is if they play another card, the game is over and I have won because I am him. All right, so I put Surfing Beach down. All I need is Night Stretcher Energy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, do I just... Wait, no, I just do this. Wait, no, I just do that, and then they can't do anything. I just do that, and then the game will end because they... Oh, no, they have Ignition Energy. Oh, no. I overthunked myself. So I should have red carded. That's what I should have red carded to keep the Dusknoir stuck like my stepsister in the washing machine. But I didn't do that. Are you absolutely kidding me with the Kieran? They had the freaking Kieran in their hand. They have Ultra Ball for Terror. No, they prized their other one. You prized your other one. And we know they haven't... They had Kieran. They had freaking Kieran in the deck. Oh, no, if they want to retreat their Dusknoir, I didn't want to play the red card because that was my win condition if I... Or because, like, I had the Mega... I don't like this game anymore. I'm not going to put 7-11 on the screen because you don't deserve that. You don't deserve 7-11. That's a funny number. And Eevee, if you're still here, I blame you because they said they had Eevee on their side. Yeah, don't play Mega Greninja on its own. Don't... Again, PTC Jill, what are you hiding from us? Yeah, just play the Reuniclus build. I'll put as many lists as I can fit in my mouth down below. Just play the Reuniclus build. It's the best one. There's no reason to play anything else. All right, we'll raid Sunny. What if you like that? I didn't say 7-11 is bad. I just... We're going to raid... We're going to raid Sunny. So we'll be back on Thursday, which is in the future. Thursday is in the future, so that's when I'll see you with a secret deck. Yeah? Huh? All right, I'll see you then.